Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots to this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal. Gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show 'em what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good heroes should have some. Are you sitting down? Are you in a cool, calm place? Are you ready for this thing we simply call Paranormal Hood Live Radio? What's Hood Hoodies? Welcome to another Thursday night. We are live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. I am your host, Jiggy.
I'm Smoke King.
And you know how we do. Every Thursday night we sit down, smoke some motherfucking weed, and talk a whole lot of paranormal talk. And it's open topic night, so we get to talk everything, anything paranormal. We'll do some news, then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back, and then we'll just talk about all things paranormal. I had a cool weekend. Spent it in Los Angeles, California, at Conscious Life Expo. So I'll be talking a little bit about that. We'll talk about some stuff that's actually in the news, some things that are going on. And it will all be paranormal because it was paranormal weekend of motherfucking course. But then again, every day is paranormal because this is a very paranormal world that we live in. Such was my topic of conversation and lecture at Conscious Life Expo because Jiggy did get a chance in a room to talk a little bit. And I winged it like a motherfucker. So we'll talk about this shit later. Yes, that's how I do. That's how we do every Thursday night. There's no script. There's no nothing. We just talk about all this shit the best way we know how. With some motherfucking real talk. What the world needs now. Sorry, my voice is tanked from a lot of fucking not getting a whole lot of sleep in the past few days. But what the world needs now is real talk, real talk. It's the only thing that there's just too little love. So yes, you know, you will definitely get that here. Folks, anybody over there on Periscope who's watching, if you really want to get the full version and be a part of the show, really, you have something to say, you want to chat, the best thing to do is to go on over to our YouTube live stream. There you can watch, listen, and chat. And the chat there is always where we can monitor, because unfortunately Periscope is not hooked in the same system as everything else. So we can't see your motherfucking chat. So on over there. What's up, everybody on YouTube? Good to see you. Hopefully some of my new friends will be joining me. Come on here, say hello. Pop in the chat room, say what's up. Especially if I met you this weekend and you were watching at any point. Just say hi. You know what I'm saying? Gotta help motherfucker out too, because as I explained, BS, brain surgery. So I'm horrible with names, but I always remember faces. Well, not all faces. This is a weird thing. Brain surgery. It's kind of what it is. But anyways, yes. Okay. How you doing, Smoking?
I'm alright.
Anything good?
What's good?
Was it paranormal? Anything bad happen? Did the UFO show up anything while I was gone?
No.
They didn't pull up? Nothing?
Nothing.
You sure?
I'm positive.
No alien, like you was down here chilling and I wasn't here, like some alien just show up?
I can't say on air, you know what I mean?
Oh,
you
that's
know,
right.
It's just one of those, you know. It's
yeah.
Top secret, G16 classified.
Oh, yeah,
you know, insider information, stuff that we can't, you know, disclose. Just to people and everything.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah, you got to keep, it's G16 classified, folks. Unfortunately, we can't tell you everything.
Unfortunately.
He'd like to. We'd like to be able to tell you everything.
Love to tell you everything, but, you know.
If you know everything, then you'll know everything that we know, and then you'll know what there is to know, and yeah. Okay. Sorry. All right, folks. So what we'll do is we'll kick it off the way we normally kick it off. And Meta said she'll be here too, so Metaphor will be joining us soon. It's going to be fun. It's a fun night. Who's smoking weed with us? Anybody else? Light up. You can light up. Don't be shy. You got some fucking mushrooms? Do some mushrooms. You got some DMT? Pop it in real quick. You'll only be gone for like 10 minutes, and you can tell us in the chat what the fuck happened. The DMT. Make sure you go take some of the DMT, okay? Let's see. What's up, Nick? Good to see you. The stream will cut off if we talk about it. No,
yeah,
it won't.
NASA will cut my stream on YouTube. So,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, NASA, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah. They're going to cut us down. Just take us down because we're just so controversial. They know that we know. So if they know what we know and we say what we know, then they won't let you know what we know and they'll just cut it off. Yeah, that's what it is. We're not supposed to really say that, though. So that's why we can't talk about the G16 stuff. You know, it's our insiders, though, because everybody's got insiders. We got
tons
too.
of inside information. Yeah. It's coming
Yeah.
at the right time, though.
Right.
We can't tell you yet.
Yep.
It's got to be the right time.
Yeah.
For us to let you guys know what's going on and everything. You know, if we tell you at the wrong time, bad things can happen. Yep. We don't want bad things to happen to good people.
Not at all.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, I've been channeling still with the Rastafarians. Hold on. Oh, shit. Excuse me. It's kind of hard when they communicate. Hold on. What's their message? Hey. Smoke weed every day. That's their message. They're a real simple race. They said if we ever figure out peace and love and everything and we get it together, they'll actually give us the blueprint so we can go through the Stargate to get to Rasta area, which is the planet where they live at and shit. And it's a planet made of weed everywhere. And then there's mushrooms and psychedelics everywhere, fresh fruit, vegetables and everything. It's like beautiful harmony, no violence. You can't be violent there because the way the atmosphere is set up, like their oxygen ain't like our oxygen. Their oxygen is more like happy gas and shit, like laughing gas and shit. So you're always happy and everything. There's no fighting, there's no wars, there's no nothing. But we got to all smoke weed and do some psilocybin together, do some mushrooms and stuff together, and do some DMT and trip, and then figure out how the fuck to get off this rock. So way it happens, folks, okay? Okay. All right. So, if anybody doesn't know how this show works, let me explain to you. In the beginning of the show, you see what we do. Smoke King and myself, Metaphor, spend a lot of time down in the studio. Watching YouTube, watching videos, on the net looking for news, reading newspapers, magazines, looking for whatever source we can find that will have that weird. Oh, we need some music. We'll have that weird, that strange, that odd, that different, that not necessarily mainstream news. And this news will be paranormal of nature. Now, yes, you might find some of that news here on Earth. And yeah, I said Earth, ERF. That's just how I like to say it, okay? Or maybe it's up to the moon, which is right behind me, which should be glowing, but the batteries have died. Where I say Michael Jackson resides. He's still alive, and he's up there about to do his nightly show. Or maybe it's up to Mars, the supposed red planet. Or maybe it's somewhere beyond. Some place we haven't seen yet. Something we don't know about. Something that's out there. But if it's out there and it's making the news anywhere and we can find it, We bring it to you every Thursday night on this segment of the show that we simply call Smoke King's Paranormal News. So, Smoke King, as you light up the blunt, what goes on in the Omniverse, Universe, Multiverse, versus Simmons, Batman versus Superman, the Avengers, or Marvel versus DC, or whoever. Eminem versus everybody, because he done murdered everybody lyrically that's tried to verse him. So, yeah. What goes on, my brother?
Chillin'. Let's see what we got in the news. We'll start with this one here. The secret origins of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
Uh-oh. Bum, bum, bum.
How the Order of the Dolphin helped establish the scientific
The Order of the Dolphin, you said?
Yep. Established the scientific search for aliens. Yep. Here we go. Aliens is serious science. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, constitutes major research projects at radio telescopes the world over, and it is championed by the non-profit institute that shares its name. Multiple experiments on the subject and citizen science projects like SETI at Home have been going strong for decades. Every year, papers, conferences, and initiatives discuss how best to seek out and maybe even talk to E.T. Hold on while I fix my blood. You hear that music, everybody? That's my washing machine. Plays a little song, let you know it's done. It's like sounds like a Game Boy game. Alright, but it wasn't always that way. Well, UFO sightings and depictions in movies and comics spiked during the 1950s. The topic of aliens was considered unprofessional among scientists. Only a handful of professionals would speculate on the possibility of alien life, and even then, they made sure it was only a small part of their research. So when a group of science luminaries from a variety of disciplines met at a rural observatory in West Virginia to talk about little green men, they did so in secret. What? Wait. Come on, I want to know the rest of the fucking story. I'm not going to fucking...
You're an idiot.
That's it.
I gotta fucking register to finish the fucking goddamn fucking dolphin fucking story. Hold on, let me see. No, not doing it. Alright, on to the next one. Fuck you, Discover Magazine. It let me read it earlier now because I went back to it. I must have used my free reading thing. Alright. Let's see. You got one over there? Ready?
Yeah, I can jump in real quick. Of course I can. Y'all ready for a good laugh? Flat Earthers disprove own theory in Netflix documentary.
Talk more about this one later.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, this one.
However, there are some people who genuinely and passionately do believe in the flat Earth concept, but in an embarrassing turn of events, it seems they have managed to disprove their own theory.
Epic fail.
How unfortunate, it reads. The cringeworthy moments come in Netflix documentary Behind the Curve when Bob Nodell, or Knodel, because there's a K in the beginning, I don't know if the K is silent, Nodell, a host of the Flat Earth YouTube channel, tries to use a large gyroscope, a device used to detect rotation, to help their cause, but instead does the exact opposite. Unsurprisingly, the $20,000 piece of kit behaves exactly as expected, showing the movement of the Earth, leaving Bob a bit red-faced.
You are one pathetic loser.
He says, what we found, don't make him sound real dumb. I shouldn't come because it must make someone dumb. But what we found is when we turned on the gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15 degree per hour drift. Now, obviously, we were taken aback that, wow, that's kind of a problem. We obviously were not willing to accept that, and so we started looking for ways to disprove it. It was actually registering the motion of the Earth. But Bob has devoted a lot of time to this cause and is in no hurry to back out because of a little thing called science. We don't want to blow this, you know. When you've got a $20,000 in this freaking gyro, this shit is written really bad. If we dumped what we found right now, it would be bad. it would be bad, he tells another flat earther. He then adds, what I just told you was confidential. And if that wasn't bad enough, towards the end of the documentary, Bob's co-host, Jaren Campanella, tries one more demonstration.
Shut up!
He sets up 2 styrofoam panels at the same height and cuts holes in them both. He then sets up a camera up at one end before shining a light through the holes. The theory is if the camera picks up the illumination, that it indicates that a light set at the same height as the holes travels straight across the surface of the Earth, which would mean that the planet is flat. However,
You suck!
However, this doesn't happen. Instead, the person shining the light has to raise their hands higher to counteract the curvature of the Earth, a fact acknowledged by Jaren when he says, lift up your light way above your head. Interesting. That's interesting. Somehow, though, funny as it is, I don't think this is going to be enough to convince the hardline flat earthers.
The whole they're so.
Hold on. Well, hold on. Because they disproved it twice in their own fucking experiment.
It's 2 different experiments. Why would they even put that movie out there? The whole entire movie basically debunks flat Earth. It's supposed to prove the Earth is flat.
Whoever put the money behind that shit made them do that shit on purpose.
And the whole entire movie, basically, I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen people talking about it and everything. But basically, the whole entire movie is talking about, is proving that the Earth is round, not proving that it's flat. And they still put it out there with confidence that, like, yeah, people are going to watch this and think that the Earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure some people still, but I mean, it's like they spent $20,000 on a gyroscope. Like top of the line, like the best one you can buy.
Wait, what do we always say? At least they were willing to put their money where their mouth is.
I'm giving them that. They put it out there.
I got no problem.
We'll talk some more about some flat earthers later on and stuff. So
they're here, they're there, they're everywhere. So beware, fucking flat earthers. They're flat earthers. All right, I got another good story here.
Yeah, another good one.
Oh, please, yeah, I'm gonna jump in. Video shows a South African preacher pretending to bring a dead man back to life. I've actually watched this video, and it is fucking hilarious. A South African preacher claims he could raise people from the dead, and then he did it on a video. Aren't those called zombies? Okay. So either he has supernatural powers, or the guy who looks like he's breathing while lying in the open coffin in front of a giant crowd, only to wake up on cue when the preacher says the magic words, wasn't really dead. Who knows? You can see it yourself in the beginning of the video. So I just want you to go watch this video, folks. Pastor Alf Lukaya of Ministries International is the man claiming to heal the dead. And he's in legit big trouble now because various funeral homes near Johannesburg say they were duped into providing equipment for the ruse. The awkwardly named Kings and Queens Real Funeral Service, as opposed to, is already distancing itself from the preacher. We were approached by alleged family members of the deceased who informed us they had encountered a dispute with a different funeral service provider and would like to use our transport service, which we offered them. We did not supply the coffin, nor did we store the deceased at our mortuary, and no paperwork was processed by Kings and Queens Funerals. What the fuck does all this have to do with the... I don't really care about the funeral company, I'm trying to figure. Alright, let's just skip past all the bullshit about the funeral home. Even Lakua is now backtracking, saying that the man in the coffin wasn't really dead. No kidding, Sherlock. But instead of just admitting the lie, he says the man was dead. He just started to wake up before the video captured it. Alright, never mind. I don't even want to keep reading. You know what?
You suck, you jackass.
Please go ahead. I couldn't even read any more of that fucking story. That shit has made my fucking head hurt. When are people gonna fucking wake up and learn? Listen, real quick. if these motherfuckers can do what they say they can do, all these magical preachers and healers and shit, there are plenty of fucking hospitals everywhere that you could just go and actually do some healing. And I'm pretty sure there's some people there, if you healed them, they'd be willing to still give you your fucking precious money that you need so bad, that the Lord Jesus Christ and God needs, because God's got an ATM and Jesus Christ has a fucking ATM card. And they go and they withdraw the money and spend it on frivolous things throughout the galaxies and multiverses and universes where they travel. Seriously? That's what I'd like to see. One of you fucking healers and preachers, do me a favor. Step into a hospital. Live stream that shit for me, okay? I'll be front row. I'll give you my fucking money then, okay? Cool. Thank you. Anyways.
Put that shit to use. Let me see y'all do some fucking rail healing and shit. Yep. All right. Let's see what else we got in the news. More UFO sightings reported in Leicestershire, England, as residents describe
It's the Shire.
Triangular object in the sky. Further UFO sightings have been reported after claims of an unidentified object in the skies were made earlier in the week. The original reports come after something was seen above Leicestershire on Monday night. Sue Matthews spotted an object in the sky over Outer Bay the following evening. She took pictures of what she saw and sent it to Leicestershire Live. The pictures appear to show a moving light in the sky, similar to the strange bright object spotted on Monday. Meanwhile, on the Leicestershire Live Facebook page, David Hath noted a huge triangular UFO with lights on each corner was witnessed slowly and silently gliding through Leicestershire on the evening of the 24th, last Sunday. He explained the UFO had been seen by 47-year-old commercial energy consultant Nigel Bailey, who posted details on Facebook. Nigel wrote, "Sorry this isn't related to the post, but I've seen a huge triangular-shaped aircraft flying slowly over my house. I caught up with it in the car, but lost it. I got in this car to chase it. I saw 3 helicopters flying around it at a higher altitude than the police helicopters fly around. The triangle was so low that I could make out the triangle shape and 3 lights at each corner, and it had strobes flashing down the sides. It was silent." And that's the supposed picture of it. You want to? I'll let y'all can Google that shit later. Yeah, that's a triangle, a UFO fucking flying through the sky.
What the fuck?
Really?
It looked more like a fucking sperm trying to enter a fucking egg.
It really does, though.
I wish y'all could see that picture
really
right there. Maybe you could see that shit. Hold on.
You ugly.
But anyway, so back to the story here. David got in touch with Nigel, who explained, "I had just come out the front door around 7:15 to go pick up my wife." Oh, so that's why he was in his car. Okay. Who works at the Glenfield General Hospital. "I looked up and saw some strange strobe lighting in the sky. It wasn't the height of a normal commercial aircraft going over. Nowhere near that height. More the height of helicopters as they're flying over." He said that he could easily make out in the clear night sky a triangular shape with lights on each corner. He added that there were red and green strobe lights splashing down the side. All right. It's got red and green lights right there. It's not a fucking alien. It's definitely not an alien, okay? It's something of ours, okay?
That little shit look like a drone or some kid's drone or some
It's
fucking
probably,
shit,
exactly. It's probably some type of fucking drone or something. It's got red and green lights.
No, the alien stopped at Home
If y'all
Depot
know
and picked
anything
up some
about
bulbs.
aviation and flight and everything like that, or even boats and stuff, what do red and green lights mean? If you don't know, go Google it. So if this thing's got red and green fucking strobe lights on it, it's something that is ours. It's definitely not a fucking alien. It's unidentified. I'll give them that. They're definitely seeing something that's unidentified, but it's obviously something that's fucking man-made. That's following the laws.
It's red and green lights on.
Otherwise, these aliens are real proper. They got all the law. They were like, "Yep, make sure before we fly over the fucking Earth, we gotta deck out the fucking UFO with the right red and green strobe lights when we're flying around, so the FAA don't fucking get mad at us and shoot us down. We gotta make sure our fucking alien UFO."
No, they were trying to fit in. They stopped and got some bulbs, replaced them with some Earthling bulbs, and they're like, "Fuck it, they're never gonna recognize us. They won't know. We'll blend right in." Good luck with that one.
Yeah, that right there, fucking right there. Okay, so it was far too big to be a drone. It looked at least 4 times the size of a helicopter that's flying over. Do you know how big fucking drones are? They got some big ass fucking drones.
Yes, they do.
It looked a foot wide at arm's length, probably no more than 5,000 feet up. It was traveling It looked a foot wide at arm's length.
What?
Probably no more than 5,000 feet up. I don't know what that doesn't make sense at all. But anyway, it was traveling west towards the motorway. Nigel watched the craft moving across the sky for 2 minutes before it vanished behind a block of flats. So he moved his car into a parking area near his home, where he followed it again for 3 minutes before it was obscured by houses. It was well in the car parked that he spotted a helicopter flying towards the scene. He thought the sighting was over, so he drove off in the car for a 5-minute journey to collect his wife from Glenfield Hospital, but spotted it again. He's like, fuck my wife! I gotta follow the UFO! His wife's texted, where the fuck are you? This bitch better be hot! Better be worth it, because I'm divorcing your ass! Oh no, really, I'm chasing a UFO, honey! Yeah, fuck you! This fucking shit. Anyway, let's get back to the real story. He collected his wife anyway, but he spotted it again from his car as he drove into the hospital car park, where he then counted 3 helicopters. He watched the triangle for 2 minutes flying over the hospital before again vanishing behind the buildings. Nigel picked up his wife Emma and immediately told her, I think I've just seen a UFO, and as we were coming out, I pointed out one of the helicopters that was still flying around. He said that as a benchmark, when they got home, he and his wife saw a commercial aircraft fly over from the same direction at a much greater height. It was flying 10 times as fast as the object I saw. The airliner had gone out of view in 10 seconds. I don't know what to think, whether it was military or other. But what I saw was completely The fucking kid just got a new fucking drone.
And this motherfucker's out there looking at him like, oh my god, aliens.
Probably the fucking cops and shit too. That's what they might have set up the helicopter. Like, what the fuck is going on here and shit? And they're like, oh, hey asshole, you know you're not supposed to fly near like hospitals and stuff because there's fucking rules and stuff. You know. Oh, yep, you got.
I want to know what the fuck she's on. Told the crowd that she ran into singer Whitney Houston during a recent trip to the clouds. I've seen a lot of people receive awards in heaven like Whitney Houston. Okay, I don't even know how this just jumped to this, but all right, we're going to get right into this shit apparently. You can't gauge her whole life for that. The night before she died, she gave herself out to Jesus, and it still counts. I was called up to heaven, and there was Whitney Houston standing at the throne of God. And I'm like, wow, she passed away, obviously, or she wouldn't be there. Okay, this is written by like a 2-year-old. She was beautiful. She looked like she was in her 20s. This was her spiritual body, which is a literal body. And then after much public pressure from the angels, Houston allegedly sang a song about how Jesus loves her. What's scary is how everyone in the audience just seems to embrace her delusion without question. If you're ever looking for people who don't have any critical thinking skills, just find a religious audience listening to someone's faith testimonial. I don't even understand how the fuck this article is just written, but that's how the article is written. But okay, you know what?
You're an idiot.
And yeah.
You are an idiot.
I wonder if Whitney was like, I will always love you. Now go back. She met Whitney Houston. Although, if she really, if the story would have had more to it, and they could tell you, oh yeah, she really died, and she went in heaven, and she met Whitney Houston, and that's blah, blah, blah. I was stressing this in my conversations all weekend about that. I think that those experiences are tailored for you. When you die,
exactly.
When you die, they're tailored for you. Whatever you kind of believe on this planet, for some reason, maybe Whitney Houston was this woman's favorite singer, and she needed Whitney's whatever in her mind to greet her there, I guess. We'll talk about that shit later with near-death experience, because it's... Anyways, okay. You got anything else over there, my friend?
You suck, you jackass.
What do we got? A mischievous Sasquatch in southeast Texas.
Oh, shit.
In southeast Texas, 40 miles west of Houston, on a small farm, sometimes at night there would be something screaming out in the fields from time to time. My neighbors heard it as well. One morning, while waiting for the school bus at the end of our driveway, I looked down and noticed a very large barefoot print in the sand. The heel had been run over by my dad going to work, but the rest of it was plain as day. About 12 inches long and at least 7.5 inches wide. It was still exposed that you could see. I knew it was a Sasquatch print. I wanted to show someone, Here comes the bus, and I had no time to run back home and get my brother to take a look. That afternoon when I got off the bus to see the track again, so many cars that went by, went in and out of the driveway that day that it was now completely gone. What was it, a fucking drug house? How many fucking cars are going in there?
Trap house, son.
Oh.
Get your head in the game, wizard.
I was sure disappointed about that. I tried to tell my brothers and a few friends about it, but they really did not believe me. There was a neighbor who lived on the property directly north of ours. He went deer hunting, shot one, then took it home. He tied it up He tied up the deer to field dress it, hanging from a tree limb. His wife called him in for breakfast, and after he came out to field dress the deer, he looked and saw that the deer he tied up was not there. He noticed it being dragged over a fence and into the woods, but he never saw what had it. Okay, you could see the fucking deer. You see the deers being dragged up and over a fence, but you can't see what has it. So you assume that it's Bigfoot.
It's a cloaked Bigfoot.
Okay,
duh.
the Bigfoot would obviously be way bigger than the fucking deer. Okay?
It more
so
likely-
you're gonna be able to see the Bigfoot if you can see the deer. It was probably a coyote or a fucking wolf or something that fucking grabbed the fucking
midget.
Predator.
All right.
It was Predator. Hello, the
right, he was
matrixing
cloaked.
effect.
He
You
was
couldn't
cloaked.
see it. He
All
was
right.
cloaked. Duh.
So, but anyway, so yeah, you're gonna see a Bigfoot if it's a fucking Bigfoot. It was probably a coyote or a fucking wolf or something, and got it down, and it was dragging it. So you're not gonna see that. It was already over the fence. It's got it. It's trying to drag it over. You'll see the deer on this side of the fence trying to go over and pulling it. You might see a little bit of the fucking coyote, but it'll blend in with the deer. They're fucking both small enough.
Hey, why don't you run your
If it's
ass
a
up
fucking-
on it, son?
Exactly. Fucking, yo, that's my fucking deer. What the fuck you doing, dude?
No, you think it's Bigfoot? Go get a fucking picture of Bigfoot.
That's what I'm saying. Yell at Bigfoot.
Run up
Be
on
like,
that
"That's
shit.
my
Don't
deer,
yell, don't yell.
motherfucker."
Run up on that motherfucker real quick like you would do if someone's stealing your shit. You
Anyways.
gonna creep up on him.
Oh, it says it right there, too. Anyways, I was talking recently to a friend of mine who grew up next to me. Next door to me. He is in his 50s now, and I am in my mid-40s. When did this fucking happen? And he told me he went fishing in the 90s on the lake that was on the property where the man had his deer drug off. He said, well, he was walking up to the lake in the woods that he saw trees that had the bark stripped off of them about 9 foot off the ground, and it looked like there were claw marks on the bark as well. Let's see, about 9 foot off the ground. Claw marks would be... yeah, it's fucking a moose. It's a fucking moose. That was real fucking simple. These dudes live out in the fucking woods on farms. How the fuck you not fucking know that?
They want it to be Bigfoot.
If it's higher up than a deer, it's a moose.
Caribou.
Can you woo?
Yeah, moose got something that's bigger than a deer. Deer's got to be about 4 or 5 feet up. You're gonna be stripping the bark around here. You know what I mean? A moose is gonna be up here. A fucking moose is huge. Y'all ever seen a fucking moose? It's fucking big as an SUV. It's fucking huge. It's not gonna be down here like this. It's gonna be way the fuck up here.
A baby moose.
Oh man.
Baby moose.
Epic fail.
A baby moose.
Have you ever seen a baby moose?
Not a long time.
They're huge.
A baby moose is the size of a fucking full-grown deer.
Even when it's born?
Yeah, they're huge, dude.
That's like baby out
Dude,
here.
a moose is fucking huge.
Yo.
It's Bigfoot. Always Bigfoot.
Okay,
Yeah.
legit. Here's this quick story about a fucking moose. When I was younger, I was riding, we were going to camping, camping up in New Hampshire. We're riding the Kangamangas Highway. Anybody in New England knows Kangamangas. We're riding up. I'm on the back of my stepfather's motorcycle and shit, and like 12 years old and shit. We're riding along. It's fucking raining, dude, too. So this fucking could have been really bad. All right, my mom, fucking the rest of the family's following behind and shit. In the car, all of a sudden the moose runs out in front of us. Now, if we had just ducked our heads and shit, we probably could have kept going and just gone right underneath it. Just would have had to duck our heads just a little bit. We wouldn't have had to gone down that far. But my stepfather stopped and everything. We stopped in time, didn't crash into the moose. Everybody was cool and everything like that and shit. And the moose just kind of looked at us and shit. Then he just kept walking across the road. But that's how fucking high up it was, like his legs and shit. We're on a motorcycle and shit, and we just probably would have had to tilt our heads just a little bit to go on to just keep driving underneath the fucking thing if we really had to, if we couldn't stop in time. That's how big a fucking moose is.
Well, damn. I've almost hit deer, but never a moose.
I saw a moose. Well, I didn't see it happen and stuff, but I saw the aftermath of whatever of the stuff. And the moose was okay and shit. It was shortly after because the moose was still there. He was kind of injured and stuff. That's why I didn't like go walking away right away, whatever. But it hit a fucking U-Haul truck. Hit a fucking moose. Okay, the U-Haul truck was done for. Okay, they were getting a tow truck, towing it the fuck out. The U-Haul was done.
Well, damn.
And the moose was kind of still just kind of like stumbling around. It was hurt and everything like that, but it was going to be okay compared to the fucking U-Haul. Okay, the whole front of the U-Haul was smashed. Motor was done. The thing was done. Okay, and the fucking moose was up walking around trying to just be like, all right,
moose
cool.
shit.
Y'all just let me go. Occasionally there's moose that will come down from like New Hampshire and Vermont and stuff, and they'll wander around into, especially out in Western Mass and everything. I haven't heard any moose in like where we live. In
I know
this
they have them
area
up in
for
Maine.
a long time, but yeah, there's tons of them in Maine. There's New Hampshire,
Yeah, more
a
up
good
north.
deal. Vermont and stuff. But like I said, they do wander around and stuff, especially out in Western Mass, out in the Berkshires and stuff, where it's less population.
All right, we got any more news?
I think I got one more, yeah.
All right, kick one more. Yo, DJ, kick one more story for news. Duh.
Oh boy.
Come on, boy.
Silver UFO caught on video, well, with very clear zoom in.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. It's a fucking balloon. I can already see it's a fucking balloon. It's a fucking Mylar balloon. It's a fucking balloon. You can tell it's a fucking balloon, dude.
No, it's not. That's a UFO.
All right, this is what I'm calling the back end. The other side's probably got like Spider-Man or some fucking Disney character.
Probably
or
Enterprise
fucking
fucking
shit
balloon
on it,
or some
dude.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's right, Millennium Falcon. It's a fucking Mylar balloon.
Millennium Falcon.
All right. I don't think y'all are going to be able to see that one, but anyway. This is what I'm calling the back end of the silver UFO, and guys, this is stranger than I first thought when looking at it from the side. As far as it goes, as far as UFOs go, this is visually one of the more stranger looking, as you definitely have a unique look. On the side, wow, it looks similar to what I would say a bottle, but looks are deceiving, as on its other side it looks epic. Okay, whatever it looks epic means. I mean, the image above is spectacular. After seeing the back of it, it is not a bottle or a balloon. Come to think of it, and definitely not a remote-controlled mini jet. It's not the typical flying saucer look or the orb UFO look. That's what intrigued me.
So why didn't you take a fucking video?
God damn it.
Why one still
I don't
shot?
know. No, it's more than one still shot. Looking at it now, it's I don't know what the fuck it is. It could still be a fucking balloon, but see, look at the shape there. Now look at the shape there. Like whatever it is. Yeah, it's probably like a fucking half-deflated like fucking balloon or something. Who the fuck knows? Anyway, the fucking
It's
article.
an unidentified flying object, though.
It's definitely unidentified. Can't
Doesn't
identify
make it
it.
aliens.
Doesn't make it aliens. Doesn't make it fucking whatever.
It's just some
They
shit.
want to
flying
fucking
high
say.
in the
Let's see if
sky.
they can speculate it's aliens. Oh, here we go. So who made it? Is it alien?
It's Joshua
or is it
Pete.
man-made?
Joshua.
That's what I like about this. It's probably very functional as a UFO, and instead of visually usually being stunning and correct, it's actually saving space, weight, and other needless necessities for a mission type of content and materials. The fuck? Okay, sure. That's the end of that article. And that's the end of the news tonight.
That's it. Fuck that. It's been one of those news nights. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, play a little music. Don't go too far. Give you a chance to roll something, smoke something, hit the head, do whatever you need to do. Then come back, and we got a couple hours. Talk open topic, a little bit about everything. What went on last weekend during my trip to L.A., and some more paranormal stuff. All right? We'll be back.
working hard as I'm working smart. Conscious, connected, geometric, redirected with acceptance of existence as it is with no resistance. The holographic expansion extends and blends all dimensions that never ends. Fractals form from a massive core as the pendulum force one back and forth. The one most sacred prayer we share is air. Breathe, become more aware. Complements in opposite pairs. I'm ascending up them spiral stairs.
Now we bring the fire. Chant a song, but there's a lot say I hear me prayer. Now we bring the fire. Lightning, brimstone, Emmanuel, Marcus, Mosiah.
And one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically. Said all is energy, connectivity. At one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically. Said all is energy.
Start to build like an architect, and when the line starts show, see it all connect. And I with all respect to keep it all in check and see through the times all the signs are left. Start see it connect like meridians. Whole world waging the war like the Gideon. Only see as far as the walls at to living in. We all one where the Reuben and Simeon, Abyssinian touching the Caribbean. The same blood become the West Indian. Without each other we're not too resilient. Tossed to the wolves and lost in oblivion. All about the oneness, love and abundance. Life in the heights, most I gonna run this. Keep it 100, life needs substance. Must give something, that's what love is. Yet they wanna say that John and I and Cosmos watch out for the fallen skies. We only watch out for the watchful eyes who wanna harm I and not harmonize.
Now we bring the fire. Chant a song, but there's a lot say I hear me prayer. Now we bring the fire. Lightning, brimstone, Emmanuel, Marcus, Mosiah.
And one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically. Said all is energy, connectivity. At one with everything. I'm another you, and you're another me. In synchronicity, we're spiritual beings, expressing physically. Said all is energy. The weak heart, them a go run, run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. God's source where we come from. One is all and all is one, one. Always be aligned. Now all I see is signs. I'm not confined by no space or no time. Everything is ours, but nothing's really mine. Separation I don't find in my body, soul, or mind. Trinitized, 3 in 1, 1 in 3 intertwined. Niggas high, I listen, I see, I live it every time. Royal I and I, peaceful and dignified. Integrate the outer with the inner side and arrive at 0 point. Mount Zion I revitalize. Now my cells glowing like a fireflies. Who is in for a surprise when you open your third eye? On some ayahuasca, DMT, peyote, psilocybin. The weak heart, them I go run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. God's source where we come from. One is all and all is one, one.
Yeah, that's right, we are royalty, annoyed about the oil from the royal priest. We got loyalties to what they rode in geese. Militant life, so we wore fatigues. Ice green and gold mark on the sleeve. Honoring the king cause he honor me. 3 and a 1, 1 and a 3. Might and the power of the Trinity. Call it synergy, find your energy. Find your inner God and your inner chi. Your divinity, your identity. Find where you're going, what's meant to be. Took a long time to make sense to me, cause I never get past the discrepancies. But eventually, well I mentally prepare to take flight and I set to leave. No war, no guns, no bombs, more jobs. Hold on, let's all be strong. More love, no hate, more faith, no fakes. Locate your inner gong. More peace, less beast that feast on concrete streets for way too long. At least the east is reaching out and take us in a palm.
Hard them I go run, run. The warfare over and done, done. No more bombs, no guns, guns. The age of peace has come, come. We are children of the sun, sun. Royal daughters and sons, sons. God's source where we come from. One is all and all is one, one. Things and times don't change, but still nobody cares. Nobody cares. People and places disappear, but I am still here. I am still here. The more we rise, the more vampires appear and liars appear. The more I and I get wise, if it's too much to bear, then Jah will be there.
We have arrived here via an Rosen Bridge, distributing knowledge to the village. 5D space frequency. Pass through the Tesseract. 3D biohack. Time to regain the memories of the energies and frequencies. Go astral, then back to the university, so we can learn how to manifest eternally. You are more powerful than you know. Just open your eye and you will see.
Yeah. I went to the origins of this, connected my organs to planets, opened my forces with forces from planets, flow with the orbit to balance my zoomorphic canvas. I feel like a genius right now. I feel like I'm genius right now. It's bigger than Jesus right now. Fucking photons from the excess light to my third eye got me crystallized. Everything I visualize turned out. I be in this fucking prism like a symphony. Taste, color, make dreams in my crystal eye. Everything we ever learned was a lie. Marduk and Tiamat, may we collide. Spaces and spaces, dimensions get taken to places where only the truth can survive. Faces get taken, erased and replaced, where the only intention is living to die. Tell me what's the ticket on the LB? I got 21 grams in the pentagram, sitting like an Indian. That's how I gather all my energies. I was in this motherfucking Rain Man tripping. Geometrices all dripping out my brainstem. AM, I woke from the sound of the sun. I am fire and light, fire and light.
And I will not die because music is life. I am eternal, I'm vibrating light. Must find that balance to center these talents, cause once I imagine shit's dropping through twice. Spitting this ether that burns through this creature. Drop knowledge through ether with flames from your speakers. Cause when you look deeper and see past the preachers, turn the pews into bleachers, man, something ain't right. Yeah, in a God world, nigga, don't pray on me. I'm not looking for your savior for the remedy. I can't believe that another nigga saving me, especially when that same nigga was sleep during slavery. I ain't seen a saved nigga that was really free, nor a paid nigga struggle for a plate to eat. So when you enter this realm, just know that nothing's free. Frequency purge, feeling the burn. You know it's the fire within. A vibration turn, waters are poured. Now watch all my alchemy begin. I'ma mix a little feelings in this pen. Got some fresh blood and some shrooms for the tank. I'm about to write about the truth, like Coke was in the booth, and we taking this love to the bank. They say we part 8, I guess they just saying we saying. I'm no longer playing, you fresh off the worship, keep praising these corpses. I vibrate these organs, keep building this fortress I stay in. Infinite time, infinite rhyme, infinite life, infinite mind, infinite I, infinite immortality and beyond. Who's I'm in, wild to the limitless.
It was seen theoretically first, meaning in logic, that the space that time doesn't exist has to be the point of origin. And it's because we still will never have answers for where did the first thing come from.
They want me to believe my mind is a menace. If I don't choose to use it, how they try to program it like my head's a battle drive. It's from another planet. Label it a dud and place it below the standards. Now they're calling me a rebel, saying I just wouldn't understand it. It's above my way of thinking, too complex for the average. So run along now and have a sip of this cancer. And watch on television, pray to God for your answers. And keep yourself busy, make sure to pay these taxes. A little friendly minder, let you know who's swinging axes. Who's making up the brackets, devising all the distractions. Telling me to relax, I guess I'm just a bit too savage. With a sophisticated sense, the setting causing havoc. Rising up against the ones, the little shiny badges. The long black robes, the camouflage jackets. The red and blue ties and the crooked Sunday masses. I guess I'm to the point where you can say I've had it. Now my mind's feeling erratic and tragic and full of static. From the trash that these bastards is feeding us systematic. For the Rome cinematics and they fucked up social classes. Wanna keep me in the dark, but my light is everlasting. And all I can see is the future reflecting in my glasses. So now is the time to rise up with the ashes. And with the massive passion, I watch the system as it crashes.
So your point of origin it's not fixed, it's not static. Because if you didn't notice, if all the solutions that have been available on the planet, the major solutions like the religion, like the financial structure in life, if it was really, really potent, it would have changed everything. They give Nobel Peace Prizes away all the time, but there's no peace.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal.
Buckle up, I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4 5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots at this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
Welcome to my hood. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the
Yeah, I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the fold. The feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you.
Open up the door, you could be immortal.
If you really try to
rise, step into the portal. It's our theme music. Every good heroes should have some.
Hi, this is Jace, and you're listening to my favorite radio show, Paranormal Hood Live.
And send some good healing vibes to Jace. He had some minor surgery today, get a couple of things repaired. So think about little Jace, our youngest listener out there. But yes, we're back. It's Paranormal Hood Live Radio. We're live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. I'm your host, Jiggy.
I'm Smoke King.
What up, guys? It's Wiz.
Is your mic fucking turned on? Can't hear you. Make sure the mic itself is turned on, because I couldn't hear you at all. Say something.
Metaphor here.
Can you hear her?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Get the power. There you go.
Now say it.
Testing.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Yo, what's up? It's Wiz.
We're live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. Fucking Jiggy's back. Guess who's back? I went on a little trip to the other side of the country. And just to answer your question, Nick, my go-to is actually I'm with you on the answering a question in the chat for anybody who's wondering. My go-to is kind of the Indian thing too. I don't actually mind it. Mind getting a little paneer and stuff like that, or just vegetables, eggplant. There's the fake meat and stuff now, so those kind of help with different things. But I do enjoy some basmati rice, some naan. getting some nice Indian spices and stuff and everything, putting that in there, making it just taste the way I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that, my brother. And shout out to everybody. All these men in the fucking chat talking about they cook. See, women talk about men don't cook. I'm like, well, I don't know what kind of men you're dating or have ever dated, because I know I can cook. I've been cooking for a long time. My mama taught me how to cook at a young age, and I still get busy in the kitchen. So yes. Although, like I said, everywhere you go, there's vegan places, there's vegetarian places and stuff. I will say, you know what surprised the shit out of me? So I had never been to a Carl's Jr. I was going to go there and grab some French fries. Guess what they had at Carl's Jr.? I'll talk to myself then, so someone remembers that.
Vegan chicken sandwich.
No, they had the Beyond Burger.
Oh yeah, they have that too, but they got like a vegan chicken thing too.
At Carl's Jr. So some of these places are making it was kind of cool because it was like right there by the hotel. I didn't want to travel too far, and it kind of felt like the old school having that kind of experience at the burger joint, whatever, without all the bullshit. So it's pretty cool for me. Sorry, I know it's not everybody's thing. Some people are like, fuck Carl's Jr. Pier. I'm sure it's not fucking vegan, but it served its purpose. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, the Beyond Burger's vegan.
Yeah, I'm just talking about, I don't know what the bun was and shit, and
Well, usually if they're serving a vegan, like something like that, it probably was. I mean, most bread anyway is vegan anyway. Bread is just fucking flour and water.
It's just all the bullshit we do to it. Okay.
So.
Yes. So, folks, Jiggy went to Conscious Life Expo 2019 at LAX. I mean, literally at LAX. Like, you land at the airport, you around the corner. My hotel was there, and the hotel where the event was like literally next door. So it was really cool. Didn't have to go too far and stuff like that. Although, of course, y'all know, shout out to LA, because LA got the dispensaries right. Like, their dispensary shit is just dope. I haven't visited one here, so I can't, compare the two. But, like, when you go in there, it's just like, damn. It's a cool fucking experience. It really is. They just show you love. And they got, I don't give a fuck. I don't know, man.
It's the same thing when you go to dispensaries here. We just, haven't gone to any here.
Yeah. I know. I haven't gone. I said I can't compare because I haven't had the experience here.
That's why I've been to.
It's just they're every fucking where. Like, literally, like, the shit was 5 minutes away. They're everywhere.
Because they already had medical everywhere there, and all they did was like, okay, we're recreational now, too.
The video's not on.
Oh.
Thank you. Sorry.
Sorry, we'll switch so you can see us talking.
Okay, you happy?
Smoking.
Hi. How y'all doing?
You just want to see our sexy ass.
Spoiled motherfuckers. Like, y'all spoiled and shit. Like, no video? All highbrow and shit. Y'all gotta see everything. How we wouldn't try to pick our noses or some shit off camera?
But yeah, they're like McDonald's over there and fucking Burger Kings and shit. They're like on every other fucking corner and stuff. They're like liquor stores. Yeah.
Listen, I ain't complaining.
Well, I'm not
they're like CVS's pretty much. They're like pharmacies and shit. Go get your medicine.
Eventually, it's just they've had it for fucking medical for what 15 years and shit. So they've had been way ahead of the game. So it was real easy for them to switch into the recreational. Where we went from medical, we just got medical and we're barely getting that shit going and stuff. And then they're like, yeah, sure, we recreational now. So now they got a whole new process and shit. So it'll take a little while for it to be all over the place and stuff, And then of course there's still resistance here in some fucking areas, and people fucking, because towns and cities can set their own fucking thing saying, oh, we don't want it here or whatever. So
that's fucking bullshit.
Whatever, man. This shit, the wave, they're just probably still concerned about the federal shit and stuff too. Once the wave is happening, it's going in the right direction. But yeah, listen, stay high. It's fucking Cali. But everything you think of, man, everything. So it was a dope experience. So that helped me to kind of level out, because I felt like I was gonna have to go there, and I learned though about Cali too, because the first time I went to fucking Contact in the desert last year, I forgot I could smoke the first couple of days. Wait a minute, fuck am I doing? Like, I'm in a fucking state where, although out there, because I was in the desert, those shits took a little minute to get to and shit. They wasn't as easy as the shit was in LA. LA shit was convenient. But all right, so yes, I went to Conscious Life Expo, and as always, because it's such a big event, I got to meet a lot more people than I've, in the past couple of events I went to. It's a huge event, but I just really got to kind of just could sit down places, and people would sit next to you, and you just get into these cool conversations with people and stuff, and start finding out where people are from, what they're doing there. I had it was cool because I actually was a speaker this weekend, so I got to speak on Sunday night, so I had a little speaker badge. So that kind of intrigued people, like, who are you, what are you speaking about, which allowed me to kind of network in a sense, because you're in this place with, there's 150 fucking speakers, and some of these people are in the field, bigger than life, and they have a lot of followings and stuff. So you have to kind of figure out your place and all this, which I can't lie. At first, I was kind of reluctant to speak because I wasn't sure what my place and all that was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And shout out to Neil and his wife Soul, and they really were beneficial and helped me to make the decision to actually go ahead and speak, because it's just kind of like I don't even know what to say, and be able to speak and be myself and everything, which I did have the opportunity to do, which was cool, because as the conversation went on, by reading the room, I realized that I could actually speak, and there's a little not profane like how I am normally here on the show, but I was able to speak, and I think people caught the vibe and understand where I was coming from, because there was also a passion involved in what I was saying, and especially speaking to that kind of environment for the first time, because it's normally just the paranormal events where I'm hosting or have the opportunity to speak to people and stuff. It's a little bit of a different thing. It's trying to bridge that gap, because explaining to people why everything is paranormal to me, to us, like what we talk about, and that's normally the first question, how is this paranormal? So bringing it from the ghost, to my personal experiences, near-death experiences, death experience, and then psychedelics, cannabis and stuff. So I was able to talk about all those things, which I liked. And that was what one of the people said. This dude was like, thank you. I was like, what do you mean? Because, I had a Q&A, and he's like, I was waiting for someone to talk about psychedelics because I feel like they're a big part of it. So that was cool, because once I actually got into the psychedelics, a few people in the room had taken mushrooms and stuff, and they were able to relate to what I was talking about. Some people had done DMT and everything. So you had people who I wasn't speaking, because, that's the thing when you talk to people. We were listening to Alex Jones on Joe Rogan, because he was able to go back on Joe Rogan, and he's still I don't know what it is about DMT and Alex Jones. He feels like he had these dreams, and these dreams were so incredible for such a long period of time that he's the fucking DMT expert, but he's afraid to actually do DMT. And I don't know if he's ever done mushrooms or if he's just afraid to do psychedelics, period. But these are the people who will sit in a room and tell you all this type of stuff about the one thing that, especially, and he'll say the same thing, I'm sure Wiz would say the same thing, and you would say the same thing, and anybody who's done psychedelics, that these experiences and what goes on can be recreated over and over and over and over again, which is one thing that you lack in most other things that people put out as fact, or these theories about stuff. This is something, well, just do it. Alex, just do it.
Just do it.
Just
Instead
fucking
of talking,
do it.
Alex Jones talks like the craziest shit. Like the government's fucking in on the whole DMT thing. Like the government invented DMT and they're using it to control everybody and all this shit. But it's been around for fucking thousands of fucking years.
And my black ass ain't heard about it till 2 years ago.
Ayahuasca and shit is all used for mind control and shit. Yet they've been doing it, fucking using it as medicine, plant medicine, for thousands of fucking years. And I'm like, Alex Jones, what the fuck where are you getting your research from? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? This dude has no clue. He's a fucking. That's why I stopped watching and listening to him. I only watch it on Joe Rogan because it's fucking hilarious, hilarious. And then Joe just sits there and laughs at him basically, and tries to ask questions and gets information. Anything. This is the deal with fucking Alex Jones and most of these people. They're fast talkers. And they jump the fuck around
slick
like fucking
snake oil
rabbits.
salesman.
They start talking about one thing, and you ask a question. So they start to explain that thing, and while they're explaining that thing, they sidetrack off onto like 10 different stories. And then they circle back around to what you were talking about, but not exactly what you were talking about. Answering your question in a way, kind of answering it, but not really. But then they jump around again 600 other fucking times. And just, he's all over the place. Never, no facts, no evidence, no nothing, just all stories. Well, when I was a kid, back when I was a child, my dad and my grandfather was talking, and I heard all this stuff, and they said this, so you got to believe me. Yeah, okay.
The aliens and the Nazis.
I believe you because I believe every single thing that my fucking 4-year-old kid fucking tells me that he's hearing and all that stuff and seeing, and every other little kid too. I'm like, yep, sure you did.
All of it.
Fuck,
yep.
I don't even believe half the shit that I hear and see. What, did I just hear those people talking about what? Oh, really? Let me listen a little more. They can't be talking about that shit. So you know what I mean? It's just like they're fucking way over there. You're just getting little bits in here and fucking trying to fill in whatever you think they're saying and shit. Like, and he takes that's his credible evidence. That's his. You're supposed to believe him. How this guy? I mean, like Jiggy was saying, we were off the break. If me and him wanted to fucking be rich and fucking millionaires, we'd sit here and we'd fucking lie and fucking
make up some bullshit.
Go
along with the program.
Yep. I want to explain shit.
Hallelujah.
Fucking go details. We want to give you sources.
The Rastafarians wouldn't tell you to smoke weed.
Fucking, it's just all these people. They just go and go and go and go. They don't ever explain anything.
It's the woo woo woo. It's the woo woo woo. People love the woo factor, man.
I'm gonna start lumping a lot of this shit.
No, not everything. Exactly.
Into the fuck. They're all. It's like the fucking flat Earth syndrome, but they're not all flat earthers and shit. Like, they fucking keep kicking the goalpost. They just cherry pick shit, and everybody's like, so where's the evidence?
Yo.
So where's the actual evidence? Well, here. Well, I have this article over here, and see, it says this thing here, and then right there, and it says about that, and so you put it over here, and then over here we had this guy. He talked about this thing, and it was about this other thing over here, and that means this right here is true.
Huh?
Y'all get that?
I believe you.
Y'all figure that out, right?
You believe me?
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. So let's go back to the original thing that we were talking about here. I don't care about all that other bullshit. Answer this one thing right here. Where's the evidence to prove this right here?
Oh,
I don't want evidence of this thing here and evidence of this thing.
I got insiders. You can understand that.
Hold
on, now my family members. My family members worked for the government back in the 60s and 70s. They used to come to my house sometimes. We'd be having lunch. I would sit and eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and all of a sudden there'd be a bunch of papers on the table, and I happened to glance through these papers, and I would see things like aliens and all kinds of secret government programs. And that was back when I was a kid, Joe.
All right, so Alex, where are these papers now?
Well, that's my secret sources. I can't show them to you. If I show them to you, governments would fall. Things would be ruined. People would stop.
How
We'd get killed.
What you're saying is real?
Because I'm Alex Jones. I've been saying this stuff for 30 fucking years. You think I'm gonna fucking lie to you? I'm not the one doing the DMT. I don't do the DMT.
Yo, I was watching, I think he was on Joe Rogan, and somebody asked him, how do you know your information? And his answer was literally, because I know.
I mean, you know what you know. I know what I know, and I know what I don't know, but he knows what he knows, right? I mean, listen, dude is hilarious, though. It's entertaining.
Jiggy, we're living in 18 dimensions. You want to know how I know?
How?
Because I know.
Oh, you know? Word.
Yeah. Spread the word, everybody. 18 dimensions.
I know where the fuck I am right now. That's what I know. I don't know about all the other shit. I don't know about what aliens is coming to do what God, whoever is coming to do what. I just know what I know. That's it. I don't know all this bullshit. These people are fucking hilarious. But I will say that it's entertaining. A lot of it reeks of science fiction. A lot of it just reeks of fairy tales and shit. But I guess you have to find what you're looking for and all this type of stuff. It's like anything. Like when I go to a fucking Comic-Con or some shit like that, it's the same thing. I'm not into everything. I know what I'm into, and that's what I kind of seek out. So it's the same thing when I go to any kind of event. I'm not beating the drums for anybody or anything. I'm just there because I'm there. Oh, I get to see people like Robert Schock, who's always good to see, and just hear what he has to say. But I didn't really go to any lectures this time. It was there's so many people there. There's so many. But what I like about this event though too is that there were a ton of vendors there. And the vendors were kind of the focus of the thing. They made the vendors very accessible to everybody. They made it accessible even to the general public. So people who kind of would just stumble into this event were able to go, and they had plenty of vegan food. I had vegan ice cream, anything, all kinds of vegan desserts, everything you could think of. So that was a really, really cool part of it. I don't take away from, like I said, I didn't go to the lectures and stuff. It wasn't really what I was there to do. You know, I did get to speak. And I did get to meet people, and that's what I like to do, and just kind of talk to the people and see what people are talking about. And
some of the speakers are good, like you said. Robert Schock probably did good. It's like I said lately. It's like you know, it's 25% good shit, truth, real fucking good knowledge, real stuff like that, and then you got 70% of fucking bullshit, all on top. It's just like you got to dig through the bullshit, unfortunately, to get to the fucking truth at the bottom of the fucking pile.
Yeah.
You know?
Weed through trash to find the treasure. Because on the surface, even when you get on the internet, it all looks good.
Yeah? It's down there. You just got to keep on looking for it.
It's just funny that people couldn't show up and stuff, and people who were supposed to be there weren't there and everything. It's kind of like, okay, all this stuff that's going on, But this is what they created. This is what they wanted.
They created. They started these old problems and stuff, and it's all watch. It's all gonna. That's what's happened. The end game's happening. It's all falling apart on them now.
It's kind of like what
a lot
you're
of these
watching on
guys
TV.
are gonna be. You know,
it's what's going on in real life. The people who are doing the most shit talking about who's going to be doing what and what's going to happen. It seems like it's happening to them.
It's exactly what's happening to them.
It's almost like they're predicting their own future. Maybe they are all fucking like, you know, they're fortune tellers or whatever. They can see the future.
They don't
they're
realize
psychic.
they're only predicting their own.
Exactly. They don't realize
their
the
own downfalls and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. But they seem to be the ones having all the problems everywhere you look. It's kind of ironic, kind of funny. Can I tell you my favorite part of the weekend? Is watching somebody walk around with security.
What's up?
How many people were with him?
Maybe 4 to 5. I couldn't tell all the time because sometimes someone have security. Sometimes they were just dressed in what looked like, you know, like the basic BDUs and stuff, you know, high-tech kind of looking boots, whatever, military-style boots and things like that. So it was very interesting to see. For someone who's been doing security for so long, I was really taken aback. I really was. Now, I mean, I've done I own a security company, so from every kind of security you can think of, I've actually done that, including bodyguard work and stuff. And I have to say, and no disrespect to the security itself. I mean, I don't know what they're training or what they do and stuff. It's just weird to see. Yeah. I guess if your life is in danger and stuff like that, but if your life is in such danger, I don't know why you would go to such public things. And if your life was in danger and thought someone's going to do something, why you would do something at a conscious event where possibly, you know, conscious folks and good folks and folks who are about peace and life would possibly get hurt, and your name is, I don't know. Again, just something that I found quite, yeah.
See, Emery Smith, I haven't gone in, I don't know his whole full deal with Emery Smith there, but, isn't telling, especially if you are a member of the military and stuff like that, isn't disclosing military secrets legal? Wouldn't he have some military police coming after him and stuff like that? You know what I mean? You know, just talking about all, you know, it just seems kind of odd, you know. That security just kind of seems like it'd be pointless if you got the military coming after you.
And if you got hired, trained killers and stuff.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
What's these security guys with security written on? I mean, fucking. Did he go to the local club and say, "Hey, you guys want to work for me during the day tomorrow?"
Y'all are some bouncers. Come on, let's go.
I got a whole bunch of money. All these people, they pay me a whole lot of money to tell them a whole bunch of bullshit.
That I
just
can't
walk
prove.
around and look like you protected me and stuff.
Oh, man. I could have done better than that. I could have done better than that. Oh,
I have
my
a
gosh.
conspiracy about this.
You have a conspiracy about this?
Yes, I do.
Please, go ahead.
All right, let's
So, what if the military told this person, hey, we're coming after you, and the people that he hired was the military to protect him? Okay?
Well, they would have taken him out by now.
When this guy just dies of a heart attack.
So who do he hire? The fucking A-team to protect him?
He chokes it. He chokes and the security team can't even save him.
Anybody know the Heimlich maneuver? Anybody know CPR? Nah, they ain't treats me that.
Oh,
I ain't trained.
We didn't see him choking.
I guess. I don't know. I guess that wasn't part of my
Could
training
be.
all
If
this
the
year.
fucking military wanted to kill this dude, he'd be dead.
I know, they'd be dead. Exactly. That's what I say.
Hold on.
About all these people.
No. But remove.
They're like, my life could be in danger.
Let's remove
I'm
them out of
stuff.
this. Let's say it's the evil cabal and all this type of stuff that also gets attached to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, the deep state,
the deep state are after you. Even more so, like. Your high-profile security is completely useless in that situation. Not to mention you're in an extremely public venue where you're in a bars, you're going to bars and all this type of stuff. You're drinking amongst people. There's waitresses and stuff. Damon T. Barry can't do that because according to him, these people, the government or whoever these fucking people are who are after him, they get ahead of him at McDonald's. at McDonald's. When he goes to McDonald's, they've already gone into McDonald's before him, talked to the employees. All the employees have been paid. They're all in on it. They spit in his burger. Sometimes they take bites out of it. And then when he says that he complains to the management, wait a minute, why is there a bite of my burger? They all sit there and laugh.
And they kick him out.
They mock him and they kick him out.
Everybody in the whole McDonald's, the whole place. This is what these people think. And they say, dude. And I'm like, dude, if they wanted to take you out, if they didn't want you to say what you were saying, they would take you out. Just like that. You're nobody.
Like you got
nobody. You are
some shit.
That's the one weird
you are
thing about
a fucking
Osama
speck
bin
of
Laden.
dust. They will wipe you out like that. They'll take the pledge and they'll be like, psh.
Do you want to know why Osama bin Laden went down?
We chased this
like
man for how
down?
long?
It
20
don't matter.
years?
It's all about money. Someone got paid a whole lot of money to, like, especially Saddam Hussein. The way they found that motherfucker in a hole, them motherfuckers didn't do any kind of research. They had that reward. Someone was like, excuse me, hello? Medica? Yeah, this motherfucker Saddam, he's in my fucking hole driving my fucking family crazy. How much money for this fucker? Oh, really? Cool. Come to my house. Here's my address. Get this bastard. And they went and got that motherfucker. Fuck off. Listen, all that time. They want you. They're going to get you. Half of these people out there at these conferences and shit are probably fucking goddamn government agents. They're probably psyop. Exactly.
They're probably fucking psyop, coining.
They're probably sitting there watching you. The little old lady you don't expect. And she's sitting in the corner just watching these motherfuckers laughing like, oh, that's his security? Let me take a little bit of notes. Just, yeah, he's not. If you're a threat, someone, and they really want to get you, they're going to get you.
That's what I'm saying. These David Wilcoxes, even fucking Emery Smith, he's probably, he's a fucking, this doesn't give it away. He's in the military? Y'all think he still might be working for the military?
He working for the man, y'all.
Exactly. I mean, just think about it. He's fucking spewing a whole bunch of bullshit. Y'all are loving it and everything like that. And the government's like, these people are dumb as fucking rocks. They're fucking buying all this shit. Like, good job, Emery.
Thank you. Here's your bonus. Now you can afford your security. Hey, listen. No disrespect to the security. They're just doing their jobs. I'm sure like whatever he told them, whatever he's
getting paid.
Exactly. Listen, there's nothing wrong with doing the job. And actually cool for them because too. I hope they're getting really good money because you should be getting top dollar to guard someone whose life is in danger all the time. So if anything, his life probably isn't really in danger. So these motherfuckers are getting paid well. So good for them.
Good for them.
Score one for the security.
You know, I mean, security guards don't care who the you know, that's not
winning. Yeah, that's not true.
And you know what I mean? Like, you care, whatever, but it's a job to them. They're like, this guy can talk about whatever he wants to talk about. Cool, pay us some money. You know what I mean? They're not really like, yep, go ahead.
Meanwhile, some ninja comes and takes them all out one night
they're out to get you. They're like, this job's gonna be really. Nobody's coming to get this fucking guy. Easy money. Easy money.
They're like, yes, the paychecks just keep rolling in.
They're just coming. Yeah, we did fucking great job. Every once in a while, we make them think something's happening. He gives us a little bonus.
we use all the lapel bikes. We've got to move him now. Move him now. Rush him to the car. And everyone's like, oh shit! What happened? I don't know. A bunch of dudes with security shit on ran some dude out. And my man's picture, he got like his glamour shot picture. Yo, Meta, have you ever seen him?
Who is this
Emery
man?
Smith. The irony is that the picture that he uses is like this black and white, like glamour shots picture from like 25 years ago. Yeah, and then you see him at first, and that's the only reason I even knew who he was, because security was the first thing I noticed. I would have noticed, like, why is somebody walking around with security? Like, why is all... who is that? Oh, that's him?
Yep. How tall is he?
I don't know, probably my height, maybe. Maybe he might be a little bit shorter. I really... Listen, I'm not... I was standing next to the dude in the bar or whatever, like, I'm like, whatever, man, I guess. I mean, you kind of want to talk to him because, like, the shit.
I would have asked him the hard questions.
But then what's the answer going to be? I don't want to spend 3 hours hearing bullshit. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't this bullshit here. Bullshit on top of bullshit on top of bullshit.
I can't wait to get
I think if
these people.
if he was toasted enough that he would.
When they get off track, I'm just gonna go nope.
No, come back
to the light,
Carolina.
Whoa, slow down. I'm all about that.
Focus.
I got a mental note. We'll put that up here. We'll talk about that next. Let's talk about this one subject over here. I want to know all about this one thing. I don't want to know about all this other stuff that you say is attached to this one thing. I want to know about this right here. And every time they go off track, I'm gonna say, no, we're losing me.
Come back to me.
All right, come back. Well, then I'm gone. Sorry.
You'll never go for it.
Sorry.
You'll never do that.
Gotta go. And I'll just get up and I'll walk away. I'll even say, I'll be like, bullshit, and I'll walk away. I don't really give a fuck.
Oh, man.
That's it. That's what I'm going to say to these people. I'm just going to say, prove it.
Prove it. That's it. Yeah, some proof. Listen, I'll be your security. They're really coming after you, pay that good. I'll be your security. Let's go far. Let's go see what's going to happen. See what happens. I've been shot and all that type of stuff. I'm good. Whatever. Let's do this. Let's go. Just doesn't seem like that guy has anything to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked real cool. Like I said, that's why I noticed.
I was gonna say, you know,
that's the type of stuff I pay attention to. I'm gonna notice stuff like that. What'd you say?
I said, check that on a slow-mo.
Oh.
That's probably what it's for.
Oh boy, I mean, the stuff that people say.
But I got to see some cool people. Hi, Lauren. It was always nice to see you.
Oh,
Cool K, hi.
Nice people.
Hi, Cool K. Good evening. Good to see you.
People
Yeah, there's some. There's some awesome people.
You know, I mean, I'm sure some of these people, Emery Smith might be a nice guy and everything like that, but I mean, you know, Eric Von Daniken might be a nice guy and everything like that, but when you're sitting out there and you're talking about this stuff and selling this stuff as truth and proof of stuff, when it's just your made up stories, your fantastical stories, then say that. Just, you know,
go to Hollywood.
Just tell people, go to Hollywood.
Hollywood needs some original fucking science
Eric
fiction
Von Daniken,
movies.
if your fucking books and stuff are the truth and everything, why do you have them published as science fiction? It's your choice. You and your publisher's choice to choose how you publish your stuff. If it's historical facts, if it's documented facts, documented evidence, why do you choose? That's what I want to ask him. If I see Eric, I want to say, why do you choose to label your books as science fiction?
You better, whoa,
I have a whole list.
Make sure you take them to the side. I don't want you getting stoned or anything now. You know, they got some faithful sheeple. You might get stoned and shit. You know, nothing bad to
That's a
happen.
real easy question to ask. Why do you label your own books? Why do you have them published as science fiction? If these are truth, this is the real deal.
Because the government, the evil cabal, will not allow him to list it.
Oh no,
as
it's real easy. I could go and be a publisher on Amazon, where all his books are right now, on all these things and stuff. I could write a little fucking novel, and I can go and I could say, here, boom, publish this on here, and I get to choose my own stuff. It could be I could fucking say the worst shit about the government in the world that they don't ever want to hear anybody say anything out, and I can go on there and be like, yep, this is it. Educational purposes, historical documents.
Because you know. Is that your source?
Because he has no resources. He has that. He has no evidence. He has no facts. He has his stories, his made-up stories. That's what those books are. They are stories. He cherry picks little things that he misunderstands, and he puts it out there, and he's like, bleh.
Do you have anything rolled over there?
Of course
I need to get
we
high
do.
and listen to this shit. I was high a lot there too.
Same thing. I mean, you know, Zachariah Stitch. I'm sure he was a nice guy. You know. Rest in peace, whatever. He's gone now, but again, it's not. He's the only. This guy literally says, you can get it. He's quoted all over. He said it all the time. He is the only person in the world that understands and can translate Sumerian cuneiform text. So that's why nobody else, everybody else who's translating it, they're all wrong. All thousands. There's thousands of people. Like, you can go and you can learn how to translate this shit for free. You can learn all of it for free, like the whole language, how to read it, everything. It's really, it takes, you know, and it's a little time, takes some time and effort and stuff, but it's all free. You can do it. It's all online free. But he claimed, and then so he's like, these books are real and stuff. Again, I would say, why did you have your books published as science fiction?
Well, see, what had happened was...
I'll ask these people, just like I said, I'll ask them really simple, easy questions. If these are all real facts, real evidence, this is the truth and everything, why y'all publishing it as science fiction?
But I wonder if you could actually have those conversations with some of these people. Like, I don't know that...
well, it's, you know, I mean, that's just a real
security.
Simple...
Yes, yeah.
Security, get this.
And I'll have it all on tape, and I'll have it all recorded, and I'll be like, see? this is evidence right here of some bullshit going on. I got it on tape.
Can you woo woo woo?
Eric Von Daniken and Sitchin in there. Rocket Man!
Burn another fuse up here alone.
Rocket Man! Flying all over the universe in their rocket ships. Rockets, people. Rockets. These people and their stories, which were written, and they started writing them in the 60s and 70s, during the time when rockets was the best technology that we had to go anywhere. And
it's the same way that the time traveler said that in the year like 20-something, like in the future when they can time travel, that he bought back information on a floppy disk. Dude.
Fuck yeah, bro.
It's 2019. When's the last fucking time you used a floppy disk?
You can only time travel with a floppy disk. You didn't know that?
Oh, because it's low technology.
Yeah, because the time flux continuation.
Good, Jiggy. Great surgery.
So
fuck out of here.
It affects the the blood of the dead babies in the time machine. And
but wait a minute. But you can't do certain things because it messes with the paradigm shift. But in the future, everybody can time travel. So if it messes with the paradigm shift, if one person time travels, what happens when everybody starts time traveling? We're all gonna be fucked. We're gonna exist and not exist, kind of exist, maybe exist,
quantum
exist.
fluctuating on the
one
parallels of the.
Push it.
All right, cool. So let's get back to why your books are published as science fiction.
And then you got the reincarnation of Edgar Casey guy over there.
He's not. I haven't heard him talk about that in a long time.
He stopped talking about that.
He stopped talking about it. I don't think he's no longer the reincarnation of Edgar Casey because people kind of like. Well,
he got a new attitude.
Well, some of the stuff you're talking about, David. All right, cool, but I don't know. It's a little bit of bullshit there, and they still are like, but the rest of everything you say, we believe it. We believe all that.
And then you got blue chicken aliens, and our saviors are coming from space. They're coming. They're gonna make everything better.
It all screams psyops and stuff like that. It's all.
When they coming, Jiggy.
It's all to get you to think that somebody's coming to save you, or you need saving from something.
I'm channeling.
Oh, hold on.
The Rasta Aryans. They have a message. Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day.
Got it. Write that down.
They're so simple. Their message is so simple and so pure. It's so loving. Invokes thoughts of beautiful things. Can you channel anything, Meta? Can you channel anything? How about your owl? Can you owl channel?
No, but really, it all screams psyops. It's just it's psyops. It's just
good talk, Meta.
No, I mean I gave the answer, but it was in my thoughts.
I know. It's just.
Oh, I'm supposed to read your mind. Hold on.
Just keep going. I'm just kidding. We don't have too much dead air here. We're not on dead air radio anymore.
We're allowed to have dead air.
I'm on 20-second delay anyway.
What? Yeah, you're on Meta time. Meta's a robot.
No, I'm not.
Her and fucking Raphael, man. I'm telling you, man. That dude's a fucking...
Reptilians are cool, okay, dude? I got a whole bunch of reptiles upstairs. They're awesome. All right?
Yeah, the tortoise and the bearded dragon are pretty fucking sick.
Hey, I'm reptilian, okay?
All that
stuff.
Maybe
they were here. And again, there's a possibility like these motherfuckers that we were the first race, blah blah blah.
Again, maybe they crash landed a long fucking time ago, and we're what's fucking left over or something like that. That's possible, and they're fucking the original one spaceship that might be there is fucking buried somewhere and fucking or long gone after fucking hundreds of thousands of years that fucking humans have been roaming the earth and shit. That's one plausible thing, but all these things and stuff like this whole ancient alien thing. Okay, here's the whole thing with it. Okay,
you mean the hair guy?
Are we talking about the reptilians that live in Antarctica?
Who knows what the reptilians?
No, they're on the moon.
We're talking about those. They're on the moon.
They're everywhere.
They're Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. They're in England.
Oh no, they're in Washington D.C.
The whole.
Oh no, Buckingham Palace.
Reptiles and shit like that.
Oh no, it's David Icke. Oh wait, David Icke is a no. Isn't he a reptilian?
He's a leader, I thought.
I
think he's the reptilian. He's the psyop guy. He's probably the reptilian. He looked like a reptilian
fucking
himself.
Elon Musk is the reptilian out here.
All right, so
no, he's a Pleiadian. Look at his mama. Go look up. If you ever looked up Mae Musk, go look up Mae Musk. That motherfucker. Now, if you want to talk about someone look like an alien, though, she does. She try to take the perfect picture every fucking time and shit. Got the hair and all done up a certain way. She looked like an alien. Pleiadian ass motherfucker. I'm telling you, she a Pleiadian. All right. And Sam Cassell. I had a whole room of people looking up Sam Cassell. I'm sorry, I've been picking on that dude for years. That dude's a motherfucking alien. Go look up Sam Cassell.
He might end up hitting you like,
you might hit me.
I'll
sue his ass.
I got people walking up to me like, you alien? I'm sitting there, I'm eating dinner with my family and shit. People like, yo, you an alien? I heard from this dude on ParanormalHooD, Jiggy, that he's like, I saw that dude one day, and I'm like, he's an alien. I'm telling you, he's an alien, man. You see him, you go ask him, he's an alien.
I don't even know if he's on Twitter. Tweet that motherfucker. I know he might run up on me one day. That'd be funny.
Where all these guys' stories, these ancient alien guys, you know, the Von Danigans and the Sitchins and the fucking Ikes and all these people and stuff, where their fucking story falls apart here is, okay? Supposedly aliens came here fucking thousands of years ago with all this technology and shit that they used to build the pyramids and stuff like that. Then they packed up, they took every single thing with them, all the evidence.
They were efficient aliens.
Okay, real fucking efficient. They took everything.
Leave no trace.
Every fucking
wipe this place
evidence.
clean.
All their all their tools and stuff, and they're like, yo, you guys, humans, you fucked up, we're gone. And they left.
We got some bones.
Until 1960 something.
Have you seen these bones?
Hold on.
Sorry.
Until 1960 something, when a fucking weather balloon or a UFO crashed in the fucking desert in fucking New Mexico or whatever,
and set off a whole
series of fucking events. We have all this technology now. Back again. Because these aliens, they crashed here. Now, so back then, there was aliens. They were taking, humans were slaves, and the aliens were over, and they must have been flying around. They're flying with spaceships, taking their monatomic gold back and forth, and they had all this technology stuff, and they had light bulbs. The Egyptians had light bulbs, even though there's only one depiction of that supposed light bulb in one place in all of fucking Egypt.
Well, you know, light bulbs bust, though.
It's not a light bulb.
All busted it.
It's not a light bulb at all. Because if it was light bulbs, the Egyptians wrote about all their great fashion, their fucking fantastic fucking inventions and shit that they did everywhere. If they had light bulbs, they'd be like, this building is lit by light bulbs.
We use light bulbs.
So anyway, off of that. So these aliens back then, they got all this technology, and they come here, and they build out of stone, for one. They got all this technology, they're flying. What's going on over there?
Why'd that thing just open like that? Yeah, why'd that thing just open like that? Did you not close the door all the way?
No, because...
No, somebody did.
Oh, okay. See?
I know.
I ain't dumb. What's up, Teasel?
So...
We got an alien in the building right now, E.T.
E.T.'s in the building. So... They got all this technology. They had to come from Nibiru, Planet X. They got to fly here and everything. They had to have their labs to make the humans. They had to have all this stuff. So they come here. They got to live someplace. What, they're living in straw fucking huts with everybody else? Rock huts? fucking log cabins.
They did. They had
like everybody else. They're doing all that, and you know what I mean. They're living on. Okay, so they're spaceships. So during all that time, none of the aliens was like, woo, getting high on space fucking weed and shit. And they crashed their spaceship somewhere in the swamp, and it sunk and shit. And they're like, oh fuck, I can't fucking tell my mom what happened and shit. I'll tell her. So it got stolen.
And then Yoda and Luke go out.
And nobody's ever found that spaceship in that fucking swamp nowadays. But we find dinosaurs and shit all the time. Find all kinds of fucking bones and fossils and shit like that. But we don't ever find no crashed fucking alien spaceships ever. But there was supposedly a whole planet, aliens all over the place living with humans because the fucking aliens made humans and shit, according to this story. Flying around, the aliens are coming here in rocket
on their
ships.
rockets.
Our rocket ships, how often do our rocket ships fucking crash? We can't even get our rocket ships to go up on a regular basis without fucking crashing.
And so far, wherever our rockets
doesn't matter if it's NASA, if it's fucking Japan, if it's fucking Elon Musk, the shits are fucking blowing up because they're rockets. It's rocket fuel.
But their rockets come through stargates. Remember now, Damon T. Berry and the stargates. That's we just need, and we go into
these supposed stargates that are all over the fucking planet, but nobody can come up with a picture. Nobody can show evidence of them or anything like that. Again, I believe all this stuff is possible. We could have Stargates. We could have fucking aliens out there.
Could have UFOs.
It's a very slim possibility that they are flying here on Earth, into Earth, with a rocket ship. But, you know, so, you know, they show these, you know, supposedly this guy, Pakal, and fucking... And
he didn't even have no protection either around his rocket ship.
I know. He just had a thing. He had a little thing to his nose and a little thing. And he's like, yeah, I'm going away on my rocket ship.
You know what that was, though, right? You know
and
what that
so
was?
they decided, so the Mayans decided to carve this into his tomb. He flew away on a rocket, but they still built a tomb for him with the picture of him flying away on his rocket ship. There's no other evidence left there. There's a whole bunch of evidence that these people were there. They lived there. Their bowls, all the kind of tools they lived. But there's no evidence that they ever built a fucking rocket ship or anything like that. If there is, the government, whoever the government is, I mean, it could be the United States fucking post office for all we know. Because that's the government, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. They could be into some real shady shit. I mean, who in the fucking government is it? Is it the fucking library? It's the fucking library? Is the library in on this shit? I mean, who is it? Is it the federal park system? Who in the government? It's always the government. Everybody that's talking about bad shit, they're like, it's the government.
No, but wait, they're good now because then, you know...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because QAnon says the government, yeah, there's some good people in the government. You've got to trust the government. Go Trump and everything. Now the government's good again, I guess. But so that's what I mean. These people just circling their fucking tails around and stuff. I'm just like, what the fuck are you people talking about?
They probably did build rocket ships, though, and he didn't have any protection. And what they actually was in his tomb, that was his tomb. The motherfucker went up in his rocket ship with no protection and crashed and burned. And pretty much they didn't decipher it right. And what it pretty much said was, here's Tom. This dumb motherfucker built the wrong kind of rocket, didn't get too far. He crashed in that river over there, and he died. Rest in peace, Tom.
Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch. So Skinwalker Ranch. It's owned by a fucking movie studio. There you go.
Take me there. I just want to go there.
There's your answer. Skinwalker Ranch is a Stargate and all this stuff around
I'll go there.
And it's supposedly, but why hasn't the military gone in there and do anything? They let a movie studio go in there and put up a fence around it. And the movie studio is now in charge of a Stargate and all this paranormal activity at Skinwalker Ranch.
Skywalker.
There's probably more paranormal activity going on at
Skywalker Ranch
than there is at Skinwalker Ranch.
I'll go there. They'll just take me there.
I want to go there.
I'd love to go there.
You can go there. It's kind of like Area 51, though. This fucking movie company put up a fence, and there's a gate, and you got to have an appointment and stuff. And
they got black water security and shit.
All kinds of stuff, but nobody can get in there. Stargate's owned by a movie company.
You know what we got to do? We got to take a quick break and change the battery. We got to change the battery over for the camera, so we're going to take a quick break.
Take a little break.
Don't go too far, folks. Just enjoy a little music. Give you a chance to get up, go stretch your legs, hit the head, do whatever. Don't go too far. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I want to go there, too, and check it out.
I know. I want to go everywhere. We want evidence.
I want to see this Stargate.
Evidence. I just want to see it. That's all.
But they don't let anybody see it.
We can't see it. They won't let us see it, man. What are we supposed to do to let us see it? We'll be back. Don't go too far. What's up, Periscope? Y'all motherfuckers still don't get it.
Look at me, I'm the one that you came for. I'm everything you ever wanted, no change though. I'm the cheddar, the green, the guap and the cream, the bread and the butter, but man made the dough. I'm the reason niggas kill folk and make the lies that you call true. I'm the reason why they call troops and drop bombs on the lands and they call truce. I'm the false truth. The American dream ain't nothing it seems until you believe and make me your king. Be slaved by me and these shackles are free. And they got diamonds, man, look how they bling. I'm the reason why they rap and the reason why they sing. And why niggas told gas just to jack everything. I'm your purpose for living, forget everything but my lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. If you catch us still alive on a ride, I'll provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies are our truth. Their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? I got my eye on you too, making sure you brainwashed through the YouTube. I'ma get your kids lost in the most views, show them how I boss move, trying to fit a guy's shoes. Spitting bars, no lawsuit, but when the consequences fall through, watch it all fall down till the goat don't move. As the violence ensues, I broadcast it all on the news and tell you there's no choice but lose, and tell you there's no voice but that of my own. If you value your own, stay quiet or get silenced like phones. I am all in your home, I control what you do, what to buy and consume. I make truth out of lies, and if you don't comply, I send Jacqueline Hyde to make sure that you die. Their lies are true, their lies are truth. If you conscious in the lie, wanna ride, I provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies. Their lies are truth, their lies are true. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? How you living is a lie, what you dreaming is a lie. What is best, how you dress, the power is sex. Even every choice is different, false pretense. Because their lies are our truth, their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? Say goodbye to everything you knew. You're now faced with the demon in you. I'm the evil that you try to hide. Those thoughts of suicide, homicide, genocide. I'm hated, it's more masochistic. Hades couldn't fathom this shit. I'm the reason why grip exists, bitch. Put me in the room with the purists, Betty coming out like Judas. Show me all the truth and I shoot it. Put holes in the honest man movement, cause the honest man stupid, yeah, the honest man useless. Ain't no money in the truth, and the love of money is my root. So as long as you dummies stay hungry for the bread like seagulls, I'ma spread evil on the wings of an eagle. I used to be arrows and olives, now it's money and power. I took heroes and scholars and turned them to villains and martyrs. I'm a limitless author. Watch you paint a pic so sick with the blood of your kin and the tears of revenge. Watch my masterpiece unfold in the end. Here, you can see it better if you sitting on these rims. And I'll give you all of this money so you can have all of the influence. And I'll think it's all just so funny cause I gave you the truth. Now look what you do with it. Exactly what I wanted. Keep frontin', hoping eventually it'll mean something. Cause when it's all said and done, what I remain to do the same to the next generation of lames that can't love. Their lies are truth, their lies are our truth. If you conscious in the lie, wanna ride, I provide you with truth. Just listen to the lies. Their lies are our truth, their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie? How you living is a lie, what you dreaming is a lie. What is best, how you dress, the power is sex. Even every choice is different, false pretense. Because their lies are our truth, their lies are truth. Why you waiting on God to decide and finally realize it was all just a lie?
Diving in, I'm off the high board. Man, I'm off the Richter like I sniffed a Fisher. How I tip the scale, shit, we do be superhuman, probably cyborg. I've been around you cannot fathom, and you need to dive more. When a sexual we, you already need to die more. Times couple more, times couple more. 14 times knocking at the front door. Then the monsters open, take me into their home. Pull from underneath the bed, shine me up on my chrome. Like I'm jeweled up in a lotus on my neck, huh? Shamalama Kushnama, let's be ready. Shamalama Kushna, you're not ready. Fuck a master teacher, fuck debates and shit. Might as well be preaching, might as well be collecting plates and shit. I ride the highway of information, literally. Mushrooms and Kundalini, DMT, I feel my chi. Rising to the top, I be like Satnam, my fucking G. Guru, guru, guru. Naga watch me notch my stature up. Guru, 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 guru. Watch a Naga level up. Kung Fu.
I think I'm out my mind, cause I'm about to fly to the top of this mountain, to get to the other side. I think I'm out my mind, cause I'm about to fly to the top of this mountain, to get to the other side with water fountain. I think I'm out my mind, 'cause I've been wasting time, floating in my mind, like this fucking water fountain. I think I'm out my mind, 'cause I've been wasting time, floating out my mind, like that fucking water fountain. I think I'm out my mind, 'cause I've been wasting time, floating in my mind, like this fucking
Who is you? Who you think you are? All that gas got you burning like a speeding star. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, I make 'em raise the bar. Use a chicken, no limbo, see how much I break my back. But it's cool, I made a gold, I get the pot, fuck the bag. I'm just floating on this rug, smoking bud, doing match. How I'm floating on this rug, full of fungus, 'cause it's magic. When you beat me, give a hug, show me love, man, that's family.
I think I'm out my mind, 'cause I'm about to climb to the top of this mountain, to get to the other side with water fountains. I think I'm out my mind, 'cause I'm about to climb to the top of this mountain, to get to the other side with water fountains.
Welcome to my hood, where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood, where everything paranormal, everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the buckle up. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystal eye. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots of this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood, where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood, where everything paranormal, everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the I gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism, projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood, showing what's really good. The feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood, where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood, where everything paranormal, everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the portal. Welcome to my hood, where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood, where everything paranormal, everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots of this proof. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal. Gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show 'em what's really good, the feeling is understood. We don't just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to rise, step into the portal.
E.T. making fun of my fucking introduction. Who do you think he is?
Welcome, foolish mortals.
What's Hood Hoodies? Welcome back. It's Paranormal Hood Live. We're live and direct in the Garden of Knowledge Studios. Sorry for having to rewind the song, but Smoke King was passing out cake. It was the most important day of the year, and I wasn't here to celebrate with my friends and acknowledge it, so they took the time to acknowledge it now. So thank you, Smoke King and Smoke Queen, for the cake. But I'm Jiggy.
I'm Smoke King. I'm eating cake.
It's Wiz. What's up?
E.T.
Stick.
Buddy Greenberg.
Metaphor here.
A whole lot of motherfuckers in here. Y'all can't see everybody here. See, we have one camera set up, so you can't see the rest of the motherfuckers is here. And I was wondering why. I was like, E.T.'s here. He got work tomorrow? Didn't even dawn on me. Good sneak attack there, Teasel.
Yes, sir.
Way to go. Snuck attack me. But yes, we're back. We were talking about everything paranormal. Y'all want to see me happy birthday in the chat? I don't know how that would sound though. Like would they have to just put all the words out and then you could think of it in your head?
Yeah.
Definitely can't hear them. But y'all can sing to
use
yourself.
A little music emoji.
The music emoji.
The music note.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for everybody who's in their head singing happy birthday to me right now. I appreciate you. Okay. Oh, folks. Woo. The woo, the woo, the woo, the woo. The woo factor. Can you woo, woo, woo? You don't know that song, do you? You're not old enough to that. You know, that's why you're giggling. That's just what it reminds me of. Like, sometimes you just sit and you listen to some of this shit that comes out of people's mouths about shit that is just so much bigger than life. And it's like, can you prove any of that? Just any of it. Just something. Just prove some of it to me. You don't have to prove all of it, because once we'll start somewhere. Just some of it. But not, that just sounds like some crazy shit. Woo! Like, what? Is that Ric Flair? Isn't he the wrestler that does that shit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I know why he does that. He's probably like,
Don't stop calling these people. Like, they're giving you the Ric Flair.
You're getting Ric Flaired. You got flared. You guys are getting flared.
I'll fall for that flaring.
Yeah. Oh my God. Look at it. Look at these flarers.
They woo it all over you.
Woo! It all sounds good. I just want some proof. I would just like to see some proof. It sounds really, really good.
Some actual, real fucking proof. Real evidence.
It's like when you went to see Star Wars.
I believe I want to know.
Still waiting for a lightsaber. Millennium Falcon, anything? Nothing? I mean, they do. You can get R2D2.
We just saw the Millennium Falcon. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. It was that bullshit ass fucking thing that some fucking kid got for his birthday who was into Star Wars and shit. His parents, let's get a Millennium Falcon balloon.
There's that dude over in, what was he, in England? He's building a life-size Millennium Falcon.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, remember the dude's building.
Yeah, eventually he'll make it fly, too.
But does he have the propulsion?
He said eventually.
Drone technology. They've built miniature ones. If you can go get a miniature Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, you go to Walmart right now and you get a Millennium Falcon drone.
Yeah, they're drone technology. So all you have to do is just build it on a bigger scale. I mean, you're not going to get it to do the hyperdrive. Well, maybe you could.
That's what I was saying.
You thought someone was going to build the hyperdrive too?
I was like, yo, where did we go?
Hey, it's possible, and that makes more sense than fucking people flying around the galaxy and the universe in rocket ships like a rocket man.
Burn another fuse, I'm here alone. Yeah, thank you. Exactly. That's the whole point. The whole theory is a lot of these fucking ancient astronauts were fucking. They used rocket technology.
It starts to fall apart.
But they may have, and that's what I said. Like the dudes' tombs and stuff, where you're finding these pictures of rockets and shit that they're saying, "Oh, this says this." Maybe that's not what it is, because their obituary. It probably just says this dumb motherfucker thought this rocket with no shield or anything around him was going to carry him to Mars.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. They know what it means. I can go.
You know they know what it means. You know they know what it means.
Because the people's culture and they pass down the history
New Sumerian and cuneiform.
No, because the guy the tomb on they say is a rocket ship, but the Pical's rocket or whatever, whatever the other guy's name, whatever his name is, and they say that it's a rocket. They're like, oh look, he has there's a vine going into his nose, so that's his breathing apparatus and stuff like that. It's all vines and stuff. It's his journey from this world into the spirit world and stuff, and it's a vine that's hanging from the tree of life and everything. There's a tree that's down in that area that they have and stuff. If you go and look up in the culture of these people and the whole history of the people and stuff, because they're still alive today down there, and they've been passing this history on, for generations and everything, and they know what this means. It's not the only place where this tree of life is on certain tombs and people's fucking graves and everything like that. This just one happens to be with pareidolia and stuff in people's minds when they look at it. They're like, oh yeah, look at looks like because it's a guy, he's like this, and he's supposed to be crawling out of the ground and up into the heaven, into the afterlife. So he's like this, and the thing, look, he's controlling knobs and stuff. And then they put pictures of a fucking astronaut fucking strapped into a rocket like this, and they're like, look, it's the same thing.
Shit, I'm still trying to figure out where someone's going to fit in the Nazi belt. Like, where was the pilot supposed to sit? Because there was no room for a pilot in any drawings, any schematics of the alleged Nazi bell,
or even the supposed video.
The little thing in Contact.
What'd you say?
The movie Contact.
Oh, they added it. Oh, so they added it later. Oh, got you. Okay, more science fiction. Thank you. That was helpful.
Glad I could.
Bullshit. This is what it reeks of. Bullshit. Contact is more likely at some point. That was Carl Sagan shit though. Wait, no, who wrote? It was for Carl Sagan. Whoever wrote it at the end, it says like this is for Carl Sagan or whatever. More bullshit. Science fiction. Enterprise.
But that's what it comes down to. I mean, they're trying to say these beings with advanced technology came here, they built and lived in fucking stone places and stone buildings and stuff like that, and then they just disappeared and took all their technology and everything with them. Not a trace, except some supposed carvings of things that people say is evidence of alien technology and stuff like that, when you actually know about this stuff and everything, and you actually look at it and you think about it and you're like, no, it's not. It's like, yes, it's
but hey, at least you could have an argument about this stuff because you could actually touch it, you can see it, you know it exists. Unlike the aliens were supposed to be out there, they're being channeled
that are protecting us with their fucking
they're here
force field around
everywhere.
The fucking, it's not just around, they have a force field, they have two force fields around us. There's one around the Earth, and then there's one around the whole galaxy, so the bad guys can't get away if they get up past the one on Earth. They're trapping them here on Earth so they can't get away.
Why are they trapping them here with us then? If they're such good
that's
people?
what I was saying. I'm like, why are they going to trap
us?
them? They're trapping them here with us. All this bad shit's going on, and these aliens, they just won't save us. They're just They're keeping the bad guys trapped here with us, but they won't let them get out of the solar system either. They'll stop them from doing that. They got to wait till the right time. You know who else has to wait for the right time to save us all?
Oh, God.
God. Jesus. He can't come back, you know, to the rapture. To the end times.
What's up, animal? It's full up of this motherfucker. Everybody slide down. We got plenty of seats.
Either slide down on the couches or be right behind Steven. Right behind Stick over there is there's seats behind Stick if you want, or you can, you know, slide over whatever you want to do.
Everybody showing up tonight. It's full, so a little bit of interruption.
This cake.
They give you a chance to process all the bullshit you're being fed. All you gotta do is just do some research on the stuff we're talking about. That's all.
Yeah, when you actually do and really do research, like research, not just go and look at a meme or something on Facebook and say, yeah, okay, cool, this guy posted about it. So go and actually research what they posted about. Check for sources. Check those sources. If there's no sources or anything like that, it's all bullshit. If it's an article that's full of opinion and speculation, it's bullshit. It's not real. It's all bullshit. All these people are like, go research, and I'm like, do you even know how to research? You know what research is?
Don't look at the popular shit.
Have you ever even been to a library?
What? A what? Fuck is that? You speaking a foreign term? They're probably laughing at you.
Do you know what the Dewey Decimal System is?
They're all gonna laugh at you. They're like, Dewey who? Wasn't he a president?
Hold on, let me check
library. They're like, well, I'm gonna Google this.
But no, Google is good. Everything that's at the library is pretty much on Google anyway.
I know, you're just speaking a foreign term.
You just need to know how to fucking use Google and how to look for the information and stuff, and just not fucking believe the first thing that fucking pops up on Google. And
even the first 100, even the first 1,000.
But the whole thing is at the library, it's the original version of whatever the interpretation.
Well, they're pretty good at scanning and copying books in.
The Google version, which, you know, is broken
well, but it's not even just that. A lot of the
Google, I'm talking about you can go and pretty much get any book that's in the library on Google in the book form. They're just scanning the books into it like that. You know what I mean? Just
but you have to stay away from the top shit.
And that's the other thing is people that's like, yeah, I did research. I'm like, so you read these books? And they're like, no. I'm like, so how did you research? They're like, well, I read about those books. That's not researching it. So you're just taking somebody else's word who's talking about this book. You didn't even read it for yourself, because if you go and read it for yourself, it doesn't say any of that. None of that at all. It may say some of it, but not in the way that it says it. If you put it all together, it doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
They just take these little clips and they make it seem like that's what it is, but if you put it back with the rest of the story, it doesn't make any sense.
Science fiction.
You know?
That's all. You gotta weed through the trash to find treasure. All that shit at the top doesn't mean anything. If you haven't fucking looked past the first, sometimes 100 hits that you get, the first 100 hits are usually the most popular shit that people are currently talking about.
Not even just like that, because that's most of the time on that, you Google, you're gonna get articles and stuff. If you're talking about historical stuff or books and everything that talk about these things and stuff like that, you better go and read the whole entire book. Get the book and read it, or download the book and read it. And
shit, how many people have read the whole Bible?
And all these people sit there and they're like, "Oh, this."
You read the whole Bible? Can you quote it?
But they've never even read it. The people, a lot of people say,
hold on. He said you read the whole Bible. You can quote the whole Bible.
I can't quote it.
Why can't you? You read it? Oh, you don't memorize? You didn't memorize it? Oh.
But yes, I've read the whole Bible.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
They made you?
Not too big.
Or you did it voluntarily? Which one was it?
I was asked to do it.
You were asked to do it? By whom? Was it a parental consent type of thing? Like, or they was like, read this motherfucker, school, or just like summer school, like what, a church?
A bunch of hoods hanging on the corner, you know.
And y'all was reading the Bible. Yeah, okay. So you really read the whole Bible?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the purpose of it, though? I just want to know.
Sell books.
To sell books? You were selling Bibles?
No. Yeah. You said what was the purpose of the Bible?
No, what was the purpose of you reading the Bible?
Oh.
All right, that's good.
Paranormal.
It is. It could be paranormal. Did you have a calling from God? Did God tell you to read the Bible?
No.
No. Okay. I'm glad you read the whole Bible. Cool. Any other books like the Torah, anything? Quran? Nothing? Anybody?
I've read the Bible. I can't quote it or anything like that. I started to read the Quran. I didn't read the whole thing.
Dead Sea Scrolls?
Dabbled a little bit in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Pseudepigrapha?
I've read the Epic of Gilgamesh. The book, that's what I mean. These people, they sit there and they'll put these quotes up and they'll quote this thing and they'll be like, this is the proof, this is the evidence, these books and stuff. I'm like, well, have you actually read that book? Do you know where that quote comes from in that book and what it's pertaining to in that story? It's not pertaining to anything that you think it is when you read it in context with the full story. You should go and read the actual book.
Shit,
and then you'll understand what it's saying. Same thing with the Bible. People take shit out of the Bible all the time, completely out of fucking context. And I'm like, have you ever actually read the Bible? Because that's not what the Bible is saying if you go and put it with the rest of the Bible.
God hates shrimp.
What?
God said the earth was flat. So the earth is flat.
God said he hates shrimp?
No.
Have you ever read the Bible?
I didn't read the part of the Bible. God said he hates shrimp, but okay. I hear you. Maybe he did.
Maybe read it again.
I don't want to read it again. I don't need to read it. I'm glad he hates shrimp. So do I. So do I.
Me too.
Okay.
I think they're delicious.
Well, thanks for your support.
Scampi is amazing.
I don't like any seafood though.
Yes.
Are we really going to start talking about food now?
I love food.
Okay. God loves food too, I guess.
Well, he must love food.
God
He made it.
wine.
He put all this food all around for everybody. All right, but anyway, back to what we were talking about, because now I lost my train of thought again. Oh, fuck.
Talking about how people.
People?
People. Oh yeah, you know, they just take the quotes, they just take little parts of the book, little parts of a story and stuff like that, and they run it with it, and they call it evidence. They're taking stuff out of, again, storybooks. The Epic of Gilgamesh, right there, it tells you. It's a story. It's the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's not the life history of Gilgamesh. You know, it's the epic. It's a story of Gilgamesh. And when you read it, it's a story.
So wait, you mean David and Goliath wasn't a real story? That little motherfucker that say that big motherfucker with a polo?
I know Romeo and
No, it
Juliet
might have been
was a real
somebody
story.
like you versus somebody like him or something.
real.
That's where the original story like originated or something like that. It was Bigfoot versus Stick, but and people, you know, it came out to be, you know, David and Goliath over here.
Bigfoot, that's Littlefoot.
Okay, Bigfoot versus Littlefoot, but you know what I mean? You know, David versus Goliath, you know, because he's like 4 times the size, 5 times the size of him. And, you know, they wrote this story and whatever, and it's, you know, got this whole big meaning to it and all that stuff, and people run with it, and it's like, that's proof of giants.
It isn't?
God. It's right there in the Bible. David the Goliath. Goliath was a giant. He was just a big fucking dude. He fought a fucking little dude. The little dude was smarter, and he had a slingshot, and he fucking. Yeah, he was. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously, it's a giant. Really.
You know they don't.
You ever seen how fast Jiggy moves?
See this going on right now.
So did you ever see how fast Jiggy moves?
Right. You know, Wiz. Wiz be knowing. That's why I should be security for these people who need security. Oh, folks. It's a lot to process. And again, it just comes back to doing your own research.
Oh, yeah. Alex Jones has referred to himself as all kinds of stuff. I mean, like we were talking about him earlier. He is just all over the map. That's why I stopped listening to him a long time ago.
He's got a complex. He thinks he's the man.
You can't, like... He doesn't give out any actual factual fucking information. Maybe.
He used to.
He's less
He used to. Every now and then, back in the day when he first started, he has some stuff that kind of made sense. He goes on these
rants and he's all over the place and he's like, "This is it. This is the facts right here."
You just gotta understand. I know everything.
And it's just, and it's not the facts and it's not anything. And he's not. He just goes completely again off the subject. They don't even talking. He's talking about DMT. He's never even done any DMT. He has. He's talked to people that have talked to people that have done DMT, and that's how he knows.
And now he's doing research on people who have done DMT too, and he's releasing a film about it.
Michael, you notice how there's a lot of people not named a lot of things anymore?
A whole lot of Davids, though.
Why don't you bring it back? Your next son, you name him Goliath, okay? Yep. See how that one goes over, you know? I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, I don't think it's a bad name or anything like that, but this day in this world, the way people are and stuff, you know? It's just, it's not an in name. Your kid's gonna be made fun of in school and all that stuff.
Not necessarily. What if it was like if Shaq knew he was gonna have a big ass baby? Like you could see Shaq named Goliath.
Did have a big ass
or like
baby.
Cantor, like Enes Cantor or some shit. Like my name's Goliath. Like you could see that. Dolph Lundgren's name could have been Goliath. He looks like he could be a Goliath. That's what I'm saying. I could see someone named. I bet you there's somebody somewhere in the world named Goliath. They just don't use it.
I had a friend growing up named Goliath.
Was that his fucking nickname or was that his name? Like, did his parents say like, "Hi"? Like come on.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's probably his nickname. I doubt his parents was like, "Yes, at birth we saw him." We're like, Goliath.
No, that's what his name was in school. So I think
that's what the teachers called him.
Yeah, that's
like when he got called to the office, they were like, "What was his last name?"
It was I think Bryce.
So like they were like, "Goliath Bryce, to the office, please."
Yep.
Oh, word? Wow. Okay. But but
he wasn't a troublemaker, so he didn't get called overhead. But
was he tall, motherfucker? Though? Did he look crazy? No. He was short
Speaking
as
of
shit,
things
too.
that don't happen anymore, how come you don't hear about anybody disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle anymore? But people still want to use the Bermuda Triangle as evidence of all kinds of fucking paranormal shit and everything like that. But yet none of that happens anymore. You know why? Because we have modern technology. We have radar. We have all kinds of fucking. We have weather.
What happened on Flight Malaysia
we have
flights?
tracking devices and shit like.
We ain't track everything though. We lost a couple flights, so.
But that was nowhere near. That's not.
No,
that was not near the
Bermuda Triangle.
It wasn't near the
Nowhere
Bermuda
near.
Triangle. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's the new Bermuda Triangle, Teasel? Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah. That's
But it's
the
just
new
not
one,
Bermuda
yeah.
anymore. So it's the Malaysia Triangle.
Again, so when all that stuff was happening in the Bermuda Triangle was before all that shit
Before
was
good
around.
navigation,
But
yeah.
since all this modern navigation, GPS, fucking everything like that, there's no more things happening in the Bermuda Triangle. Jeez, I wonder why. So,
because they moved it. It moved from Bermuda to
but then
Malaysia.
everybody wants to sit there and be like, that's because it's a portal and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Well, would they shut the portal down for the last 40 years?
Hey, I'm still waiting for the flat earthers to go fucking find the wall. They got people trying to launch rockets into space. There's a wall in Antarctica.
Hey, you know what? They would have been better spent taking that 20 grand that they spent on the gyroscope. That 20 grand would have gotten them a plane ticket and a trip to Antarctica. Which I love. This is my favorite one, that the fucking Antarctica, and even some truthers and stuff that don't believe in the flat earth and stuff, they say that there's all kinds of Nazi bases and stuff in Antarctica and you can't go to Antarctica or anything like that. That's bullshit. You can go online, you can go to a library, you can read the Treaty of Antarctica that's signed. It's a protected place and stuff, but it's not, you can't go there. When you go there, there's strict rules. You can't leave anything that you go there with. You have to take everything that you go there out with, including your shit. So you have to prepare for that. No poop? No poop. You cannot leave your poop there.
How would they know if you left poop to Antarctica? I'm just saying, like,
if
is there like a poop inspector?
If they did find out,
how would they find out though?
The fines are really
You're in
huge.
Antarctica.
That
Who's
dude
going
that
to
was
be
just on Joe Rogan
He went out
show
there by himself. I want to know who was going to find his
and guess
poop.
what? He carried his shit out of there.
So he says he did.
They had his shit.
So someone weighed his shit, and he was.
I don't know about
they knew
weighing
exactly
how
much.
far they go. I don't know what they would go to do it, but you are not allowed to leave your shit there when you're out there. And the people that actually do that, they respect that this place and stuff, and they don't want anything that's
Someone
not
left
part
their
of
shit there, though.
Antarctica to be left there, okay? But you can go there. The thing that reason why people don't go to Antarctica, number one, is money. Number two, it's cold as fuck.
Can you pee there?
Inside a tent.
He didn't say anything about that. He just said he had to carry his feces out. And actually, it's only within a certain actual area of. He said, I forget how big how many miles. It was when he was going through a certain area that's when he had to make sure that he carried his feces out of this area. And the other spots, I guess he would just dig a hole or whatever out, because his tent was like a 2-room tent, so he had a 1 room where he could go and do whatever. And so, what? It's a crazy story. He fucking literally, by himself, unaided, nothing. He got dropped off with everything that he needed for the whole trip. He walked across Antarctica.
Yes, he did. Yeah, after climbing all these fucking crazy ass mountains and shit too, this dude was no fucking joke.
Named it Wilson.
The poop had a name.
Flushed it down the toilet on the boat.
So that's the thing. So all these people, they sit there and they're like, "Oh, Antarctica, you can't go there. Nazi bases. There's alien technology. The government's protected. If you go anywhere near there, the military's gonna stop you. There's all kinds of boats and stuff. Same thing, flat earthers. You can't go near the ice wall. The whole entire ice wall. Which, do you know how big the ice wall would be? Do you know how many fucking boats there would be? the populations of every country would be depleted just to fucking to man all these boats and to keep everybody away from the ice wall that nobody's supposed to know about. There'd be hundreds of thousands of fucking people out there protecting the ice wall from being found out. That's a good way to keep a secret from everybody. Let's just put a whole bunch of boats with a whole bunch of people with guns on it to keep people from going near the ice wall.
The guy who went across Antarctica actually said that he was asked by flat earthers
they asked
if
him
he found the wall.
Or the hole into Middle Earth and stuff like that's supposed to be there and everything. So all these flat earthers and stuff, all they got to do is put their money where their mouth is. You can go to Antarctica anytime you want. Just got to pay for it, plan it out. I mean, you got to go through like fucking I don't know how many countries you got to go through, so you got to have passports and all this shit and everything. You got to have dress for each climate, each country you're going through, depending on where you're starting for and everything. It's gonna be a long fucking trip, but you can go to Antarctica.
Whoa, not to mention you're gonna walk and you can't see anything in front of your face.
Well, you don't have to go to Antarctica and cross the whole entire thing. Ooh. You could just go to Antarctica and you can go and check out the research, because that's about all you could do there. You could go there and you could check out the research stations. You can walk around. You can camp out if you like camping in the middle of the fucking snow. Nothing else.
Who's going to Antarctica?
Okay, so that's it.
Who's coming with me?
It probably would have been cheaper for them to actually fly to Antarctica than it was for them to buy a $20,000 gyroscope and then that fucking that case that they put it in, the fancy case that I don't know if you watched all the video, to block out all the stuff or whatever that was affecting it. Why it was at first they were like, yeah, these aren't accurate results because it's getting rays and magnetic radiation, all kinds of bullshit stuff. So they got this fancy case that probably cost them a couple $1,000s to put it in and stuff, and it still gave them the same results. It's still accurate.
PD Crack.
We're on a curved sphere.
No
ball.
He said it's a football, and you're right. And guess who owns that football? Tom motherfucking Brady. He owns the fucking earth. You are absolutely right. The earth is shaped like a football. In fact, the earth is shaped like New fucking England, in fact, okay?
It spirals once every 24 hours.
Into a touchdown.
Put your money where your mouth is. Spend it reasonably. That dude bought all that gyroscope only to prove the fact that, oh shit, the earth is flat. I'm glad whoever paid for that whoever paid for that documentary, they must have been like, yeah, I'm still gonna fucking put this shit out. They actually proved the opposite of what they were trying to prove. Flat fucking earth clowns.
It's absolutely.
It happens a lot.
What?
Ridiculous.
People prove the opposite of what they were trying to prove.
Yeah, well, in science, that's what you're supposed to do, and then you figure out. But yeah, they still haven't been able to prove that the Earth.
I'm all for it. I'm open to the fact that the Earth. Okay, there is a slight, small, very minuscule chance that the Earth could be possibly flat. But where's the evidence? Because I have all kinds of evidence. I can hundreds of thousands of ways that can't be debunked except by a flat earther. The only way this could be debunked, these things can be debunked, is by a flat earther, because they just don't understand, or they don't want to believe it, or understand it, or know it. So, but there's anything that I try to, the flat earthers say, here's an experiment, do this, it will prove to you that the earth is flat, or whatever they say that the earth is flat. I'm like, no, you just don't understand how things work, or, yeah, I tried your experiment and 100% confirmed that the earth is round. Your own experiment just confirmed that the earth is round. Like the flashlight one, you can do it with flashlights. You go to a place where you got a big open area and stuff, and you have a cutout on a board. And now, if the Earth is flat, holding the flashlight at eye level should go straight through the hole and everything like that at this distance. I forget the exact distance and stuff it's supposed to be, okay? And you have a couple of cardboard holes cut out, and they're all set up on this thing, on a ladder or whatever at this distance and stuff. But if you're on a curved Earth, you'll have to hold the flashlight up over your head to get into the hole so it shines through, so they can see it where they are. And on the flat, this is another thing that they do on this flat Earth documentary, supposed to prove to you that the Earth is flat. They do this experiment, and they're like, oh shit.
Well, wait a minute. I gotta put my. Well, hold on. It's not working.
It's not working right.
Shit.
Let me.
Fuck.
I gotta jump a little higher. There you go. Yeah, it's really curved over here, dude. So.
God damn it.
And then it's like you actually put that in there as evidence. So that's evidence right there. Is like I said, the majority of flat Earth experiments prove that the Earth is round. And then the rest of it, the stuff that they say, like, oh, you think that the Earth is a spinning ball flying around the sun, and the sun's flying around the galaxy, and the galaxy's flying around the universe, and all this stuff and everything, and you don't feel it, we're not falling off or anything like that? No, because you ever flown in a plane? Do you feel like you're flying 600 miles an hour when you're in a plane?
Yes,
No.
I didn't.
You ever been on a train?
Human beings can't feel motion.
Exactly. You don't feel the motion and stuff. I forgot exactly which the scientific laws and everything and whatever and the principles and which one it is, and the laws of motion and gravity and all that stuff, and why you don't feel it.
It's the way the human body's built and the air.
But it's also just there's actual things that why, and there's actual formulas and stuff that will show why you don't feel it and stuff, because again, we're so small, the Earth is so big. Again, like the thing with, I love my favorite flat Earth experiment. They take a fucking tennis ball and they spin it and then they pour water on it and the water flings off of it. And they're like, how come the water sticks to Earth? Okay, for one, the Earth is spinning at 1,000 plus miles, a little over 1,000 miles an hour, okay? But it makes one full rotation every 24 hours. Because that's how fucking big it is. Going 1,000 miles an hour. Okay, your little tennis ball, sometimes they put it on a drill, and it's going and spinning fucking so fast, you know. They're like, it's 1,000 RPMs, look it, the water doesn't stick. But it's also a fucking tennis ball.
And also, it doesn't
going 1,000 miles per hour.
It doesn't rain from space either, though. It's not like rain comes from space or some shit. So what would you? The water's already here, like yeah. So
because they don't believe in gravity, it's buoyancy. Everything's with its buoyancy. They don't understand how buoyancy works either.
Plates.
I really want to have an actual flat Earth or somebody who's really serious on the show and stuff.
We had one who actually came in at the time. We didn't know he was a flat earther. Now he said another day, another dollar.
I'll debate. I'll talk to anybody about it. Serious, you know. I won't make fun of you. I won't, you know.
We should go to one of their fucking conferences. Evidence. Let's go to a flat Earth conference.
My other favorite thing too
is get kicked out real quick.
Is these flat earthers and stuff like that. So now this whole space is fake, and certain people, they're like, yeah, NASA's, it's all lies. There's no real pictures of the Earth. Every single one of them CGI. They're all fake, computer animated, everything like that. I'm like, okay, so show me one picture.
Ain't that the truth, Petey?
One picture of the flat Earth. Do you know what I get? Hand-drawn pictures of the flat Earth. Not one actual, not even a CGI picture of the flat Earth or anything like that. Not anything fancy. Hand-drawn. Yeah, sometimes it might be a computer drawn, you know, a little art program you might have on your laptop there. Nothing fancy, something simple, you know, or a UN flag. That's their big proof. A 70-plus-year-old fucking UN flag is their proof. They're like, yup, this is my proof. Okay, cool. But there's literally hundreds of thousands, quote-unquote, CGI pictures of the Earth from space. Yeah, and NASA's lying. They're all lies. Well, here's the other thing. NASA's not the only space agency. There's dozens of space agencies. They're not all government space agencies either. There's actually private space agencies too.
But even the old drawings and stuff all over the Earth are all over around planets and the solar system and depictions.
Another one, because some of these people somehow they're flat earthers and they still believe in aliens coming from outer space and stuff. Yeah, to our flat planet and everything else is.
It'd be easy to land
on a flat planet.
So and they believe.
Easy to
land.
You know, that the aliens or something built the pyramids and everything like that. Well, encoded in the pyramids is the actual knowledge that the Earth is round. It's half of the Earth. When you do all the measurements and stuff, and you take another pyramid, and you flip it over and make the whole total of the Earth and stuff like that. It's called square in the circle and stuff and everything. And you got to look into all that stuff, sacred geometry, all kinds of math and everything. But the pyramid, it's all encoded. The distance from here to the moon, the distance from here to the sun, all kinds of measurements are encoded into the pyramids. They're not all exact perfectly either, because if it was aliens who had the knowledge of traveling great distances and stuff like that, where being off by just an inch when you start going across space, all that, you're going to be way the fuck. You're not even going to be in the right galaxy if you're off by an inch when you stop flying and you just set your little fucking autopilot to go. You're not even going to end up close or whatever. So they would have built these things 100% accurately, but they're not 100% accurate. Not all four sides of the pyramid and everything are squared perfectly and stuff as people want to claim and everything like that. So that's another thing that debunks their little fucking things. They just claim that, but it's not.
Duh. Winning.
Facts. Comes close to perfect, but they're not all 100% perfect. So all this stuff, it just all starts to unravel and stuff like that, and it's just all part of a CIA and the actual evil people. They're not fucking evil reptilian aliens and stuff, but there is a group of people that fucking egotistic, power-hungry people that are fucking controlling a lot of shit around here and stuff, and they put this stuff out as psyops to fucking dumb people down and make people fucking stupid and make people fucking fight with each other and fall for all this stuff, pacify everybody.
And well, hold up too, but they're also starting to make money off of it, so they've also created some pseudoscience shit that they're profiting from. They're having their little gatherings and get-togethers
and doing all this stuff, but they want the people to be afraid of aliens.
Next thing you know, David Wilcox will be a fucking flat earther.
Now we got a Space Force coming because we got to fund the Space Force because the aliens are coming, guys. So they need their military budget's got to be up now because we already funded all this other shit with trillions of dollars. Now we need a couple trillion more for a Space Force because fuck, you think it's expensive fighting fucking aliens? I mean, fighting people on Earth, here on Earth and stuff. We got to go into space now, and all we got is rockets, people.
Rockets.
Rocket Man!
Burn another fuse up here alone.
Rocket Man! So, it's real expensive to go to fucking space. So, just think of how much money we're going to be putting to that budget and everything. So, there's a whole agenda behind all of this stuff. And it also pacifies people again. Oh, we need the government to save us. Come and save us. Protect us. Always, always. We need you, government.
But wait a minute. The atmosphere from Earth
we need the aliens to come and save us. We need the good aliens to come and save us.
No, we're just going to fly our planes out into space now because they found out that our atmosphere extends further.
Yeah, I believe there's aliens. But they're not anywhere near here. They're out there. So the fucking universe is so big. We talked about it last week. It's so big your mind cannot even fucking comprehend how fucking big the universe is.
How big is it?
You can't even fucking picture in your head how big the goddamn solar system is. Shit, the distance between here and the fucking moon blows your mind.
No, it doesn't. It's only 3,000 miles away, according to flat earthers.
Cool. Yeah, we want to debunk the flat Earth? I'll even pay for the fucking camera. I will go and order the camera right now. I will get the D1000 fucking camera. You can see Saturn and its rings and its moon with this fucking camera. Okay? So
you can see it yourself.
Now, the moon is 3,000 miles away according to the flat Earth, correct? Okay. How far away is England? Anybody in the room?
Huh?
3,500.
Yeah, it's roughly about 3,000 miles away. Okay.
How far is California?
It's roughly 3,000 miles away, depending on where in California you're going.
I could have flown to the moon.
Okay. So now, if the Earth is flat, because we don't want to have mountains and buildings, anything obstructing it, I should be able to go down to Revere Beach with my D1000 camera, and I can zoom in on the moon. I can look at craters.
Wait a minute. We can actually do a good thing this summer with stick.
Well, we'll do that, but we'll get to that too, because we can do some stuff with boats. We'll do a whole entire episode. We'll do a live episode out in the water, out at the beach. So we should be able to take this camera, because the moon, 3,000 miles away, we can zoom in real good, fucking see the moon, right? That's according to flat earthers. Then we should be able to take that same camera, live, because I'll do it live with the camera, and I should be able to look across the water, because it's flat, right? No curve, nothing. I should be able to see all the way across that water, 3,000 miles away, to England. And we'll send Stick over there in his boat so he can wave to us.
That's how Sarah Palin saw Russia from her fucking living room window or kitchen window. She used the camera. She said she could see Russia.
She might have been able to if she was fucking high enough. If her house is up on a mountain with a D1000, her house is up on a mountain, she would probably be able to see with that camera mountaintops of Russia. That's how close she is. Because Russia and Alaska are actually closer than 3,000 miles. They're probably less than 1,000 miles.
You learned something new. You want to do it, Stick? Take the boat.
So yeah, there's things we can do with your boat. You can just drive and because with the D1000, you should never disappear over the horizon ever, no matter how far we zoom in that camera, because that camera can see 3,000 miles. So you take your boat out and you just keep going, and we should always be able to see you in that camera. I'll just keep zooming in. But again, you know what? The Earth's round, so you're going to disappear at some point, and that point is roughly 8 miles out.
It disappears because of aliens.
Unless you had a taller boat, a really tall boat, you have to get a big boat. But your little toy boat.
He called you Stuart Little.
Like the Geico commercial.
And for everybody listening, you know he's got to be small if my 4-year-old son is called small.
We have a real live gnome on the show today, folks. We have a gnome.
That's it.
In
Real
the
evidence
studio.
of gnomes right here, live on Paranormal Hood. So, I mean, again, that's another experiment we could do right there. We can have Stick. We can go down to the beach. He could drive out on his boat. We should be able to zoom in on him. After 8 miles, especially with the D1000, we'll even go to the D900, D900 to D1000, either one. We can zoom in on the moon, 3,000 miles, 3,000 miles away. We should be able to zoom in on Stick, 8 miles away.
Well,
your
the
little
boat,
boat can
not
go
him.
out 8 miles, right?
You only get one shot, one shot, one shot. We won't be able to see him, but we'll be able to see the boat. You'd have to really zoom in. Sorry. Anyways, so we can actually do these experiments this summer. What's up, crazy church lady? How goes things? Good to see you. I don't know, folks. Like I said, I had fun. I had a great time. Some great people to talk to. Just some great ideas and stuff. I just like to see some proof.
I just want to see some evidence.
Some evidence.
Stop airing all this talk, this speculation.
And I get it.
There's evidence of a lot of stuff that we talk about.
Yep.
There's evidence of Bigfoot.
I believe.
I believe in gnomes. There's evidence of that, too.
Bigfoot's a painted in disguise.
Whatever.
Bigfoot's highly plausible.
No, it's my birthday cake. Thank you.
The stuff that's more plausible out of stuff, Bigfoot would be highly plausible that there could possibly be some type of a creature that's out there that we haven't discovered, because we discover new creatures, not just little bugs, all the time. New creatures, all different sizes, whether it's in the water or it's in the wild. There could be something out there that's wandering around through the woods and stuff that, you know, people see occasionally or whatever, that's still out there. Could be a few of them still out there, whatever it is left. That you know, their populations are probably getting smaller, fewer and thinner and whatever, and that's why you don't see as many in here.
They don't have a Bigfoot commercial.
But that's a possibility that it could,
Bigfoot crying.
could be that. Highly
Take
plausible.
away our land.
But as far as, you know,
They have no
some of this
rights.
other stuff, blue chicken birds, fucking
Blue
part of the
alien.
fucking secret space force, fucking protecting the earth, and there's fucking bubbles and shit like that. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. You're gonna have to give me some more evidence than somebody talking about it.
Regressing, being age regressed, and fighting, and
You know, you'd think if you
alien
went to,
autopsies.
you'd think if you went to Mars, you would have at least taken some pictures to show somebody back home.
We couldn't. The technology.
I know, exactly.
They check you when you get home. They make you. They probably put you through some kind of scanner that scans everything and knows if you have anything on you, and you know, all that type of stuff. But hey, these guys are all running. They're running. There's like a whole sub whatever going on in here. These folks. It's a good time in the studio right now, folks. What's so funny? You guys believe in blue alien chickens? You guys blue chicken aliens?
They have
Yeah.
feathers for skin.
They got feathers and what? For
We
skin?
need to put up a wall to keep
Well, they're
off
not
those
aliens.
blue aliens.
They're interdimensional beings.
Is that just
There's a
peacock?
difference. These
Well, we're aliens to them.
these are they're
Bird, right?
they're like 6-dimensional beings. I
Oh.
forgot what it is. It's fucking something. It's something
Yeah,
really
some great
ridiculous
science
and
fiction.
fucking crazy. Fucking. It's really woo woo.
Yeah. You woo woo woo.
Oh, it's Scientology.
Scientology.
It's so woo woo that I can't even. I mean, it's too much for me.
Alien regression. This dude's been alien. I'm sorry. He was age regressed.
Yes, I was.
So they
I
picked
mean,
him up when
so-
he was 7, and he went to work on Mars or something in the Super Secret Space Force, and he saw all these alien crafts and beings, and then because he got too old, they had to age regress him twice. So
And
I
he
guess
learned all this stuff because he had a glass tablet. They just
Yeah.
give glass tablets with access to all the information about everything to everybody. I guess, you know, so they just like, you know, they're like, here, dude, here's this glass tablet, use it for whatever, you know. Oh, look, I got a glass tablet with all the information I need right here. Wonder where he got that fucking idea from. Oh, these guys, their ideas are always so original.
Wait, didn't Kal-El have
Again,
a
like
fucking
I
glass
said,
tablet?
like I said,
Crystals. Also.
Which crystals you could actually use to store.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Why don't you start a cult too then? No, I'm saying, but you could start some alien shit though.
You can store information.
At least you'd have some real informational shit.
Crystal, like
See, and because Donnie said it, you believe it.
What?
He said, boom.
Boom, government name.
No, so all right. So the modern day stories from like Corey Goods and stuff like that, they use modern things. Oh, I was age regressed, and I got all the information from my glass tablets and stuff. The stories written in the 60s and 70s by like the Von Danikins and the Sitchins and stuff like that. They talked about the technology they had then. They were using rocket ships and stuff with their stories.
Rockets.
Because that was the best technology that we had, because we were going to space at that time.
Hey,
and now the best technology we have is iPads, glass tablets with all the information that we need on it. Same thing that Corey Good had in the future, 30 years in the future, and then he was age regressed back and stuff to his age.
That's
that
right,
he's
because he was a
supposed to
time
be,
traveler too.
He's time traveling.
Oh shit!
So they had to age regress him and stuff. What? Huh? Okay. Sure, dude.
You time travel, but they had to age regress you. So he's really like 140 or some shit. I calculated.
Like
I knew it.
was going to be invented in 2030.
Okay, but they're saying the whole thing is that these people say that time travel will come, but if you time travel, you have to be careful because there'll be a paradigm shift. But they're saying that time travel,
a paradox.
That time travel will be available for everybody.
If you do something wrong, you can fuck up the whole entire world, the whole universe.
If time travel is available for everybody, and you're worried about fucking up timeline, that means that you would just fuck up everybody.
Everybody's got the ability. So who's going to stop it? Who's going to stop a paradox from happening? Oh, that's why they got Time Cop. Oh, that's what Time Cop was a real movie.
Got you.
Right. Oh shit, dude. See, they were going and stopping the bad guys from creating a paradox.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's still alive.
I know,
he might still be alive
because he got age regressed.
He'll just be running the Time Cop shit. He'll be the head
he
of
got
it.
age regressed and stuff, dude. Right. That was a real movie. It was a documentary.
Bruce Willis one? Which one?
The time travel.
Oh, I forget which one it was. Yeah,
He's
him and
battling himself, basically.
Yeah. I forget what the fuck that movie was.
Looper?
Yeah, Looper.
Yeah.
Looper? Is Looper.
That was another documentary, too, dude.
Oh, true?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dude, that's a true story, man.
Right, all of them.
All
what
these
about
ones.
Back to the Future?
Yeah, totally
Marty
true.
McFly is going to become a time cop.
Yep.
But I hear there's a Japanese company.
No, he'd be in trouble because he fucks with the timeline.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Marty
he
would
does dumb
be.
shit.
Jean-Claude Van Damme is coming to fuck up Marty McFly.
Oh, Marty McFly.
Yeah,
sorry
fucking,
for you.
Marty would be fucking up the timeline in those movies.
Biff?
Biff does.
Biff was the good guy.
No, Biff fucked up the timeline too. Biff would be fucking in
But
trouble.
that's not Biff's fault. Biff was kind
that
of.
was Biff's fault because he would know. Because you should know the rules of time travel.
How would Biff know? Biff wasn't
Don't
too bright.
create a paradox.
He was
Biff-
just listening to Grandpa Biff. That's all.
No, but Grandpa Biff was only Grandpa Biff because he knew what young Biff knew when he was young.
No, Grandpa Biff originally got the sports almanac
Back
and
in the
went back
future
to
and went
young
back
Biff.
in
This
time.
is
with it.
confusing.
He broke up. Yeah, he broke.
This
the
is why
law.
you can't time travel.
Exactly.
Or fuck some
Besides
shit up.
the fact that time travel in the way that we think of is not possible. It's always now.
What time is it? Well, we're always time traveling anyways. Y'all want to time travel right now? Who wants to time travel in the room?
Look at
Everybody?
me. I'm moving
Ready?
into the future.
You just did it. Want to do it again? You just did it. Want to do it again? You're time traveling all the time.
I'm always traveling into the now.
Wait, you're in the past. Future. Past, future. Past, future. Past, future. Past, future.
Can you pause?
What?
We can only be in the future. We can only go to the future, though.
Huh?
It can
Okay.
only be in the present.
Right.
The future can only come.
Yeah, we can only travel
That's
to
what
the
she said.
future. Exactly. We're always in the present. We can only travel to the future.
But you can only reminisce of the past.
Right. Cool. Well, that's about as much time travel as these motherfuckers is actually doing. Prove that. Devices or some shit. It's the future.
It's 2000.
What?
No, that one guy had
You
a
could
video.
bring a fucking
One guy had a video that he played on a tablet. I'm like, you brought a tablet back from the future? What is that? The iPod 70? Yeah.
Right, because he bought it back with some shit that he couldn't even. He's like, wait, where do I plug?
It looked just like mine.
He used Bluetooth. He synced it with Bluetooth. Pass that shit. He used Bluetooth. He came back because he airdropped it. With iPads and stuff, you can airdrop stuff. So he just airdropped it. In the future, they still have the ability to airdrop, sync with technology. That's all it is.
Tinfoil hats? Oh, shit. You guys want to hear something funny? I mean, I gotta look into this one a little bit more. I guess I was told, but hold on, let me find it here.
Arcata and a tinfoil hat. What?
So tinfoil hats. I don't know whoever's watching. Some of you are following me on Instagram and stuff. So I posted up a post of a house, and the whole roof and stuff is covered in tinfoil, and it says conspiracy theory level expert. Okay. Most people just laughed like the post. So somebody, I won't call them out, but if you can follow me, you can go see it anyway, whatever. So this person says people started wearing metallic hats to fend off plasma attacks. This person doesn't know what he's talking about right off the bat because they don't know what plasma is, and if they did, they wouldn't be saying it right here. This is how. This is why. Okay, you will never find this information on Google. Okay. Hold on 1 second. That fucking stupid goddamn fucking thing. You will never find this information on Google. Plasma weaponry is used to mimic and inflict wounds that look natural, to look like mental illness and disease. No conspiracy theory, conspiracy fact. Plasma weaponry is the cause of MS. Plasma weaponry has been perfected by Yale University. And I said, okay, so where is your evidence? I'll gladly read, watch, or listen to whatever you got. Here we go. T, while you're up, can you grab me that water over there, please? I just 1 second, folks. Let me get a little drink, because
is this what you're about to read? This right here?
Yeah.
You want me to read that part for you?
No, I'm gonna. I want to read it here. I want to read it here.
This is hilarious.
Just give me 1 second. Let me get a drink and hit this blunt real quick, everybody.
Can you woo woo woo?
Yeah, we got some woo for you.
Woo woo woo. We about
Calling
to hit you
Dr.
with the
Woo. Calling Dr. Woo.
Woo! You about to get hit with the woo.
Ric Flair in the building.
Nice. I saw it was 3-0.
Okay.
Nice. That's right. You ready? Y'all ready? Sit back in your seats, huh?
I met some hackers outside of Yale University. They told me about how fear is used to control people. They claim they were hacking Yale's computers and that it's Hogwarts in there.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot.
Okay. They told me if I wanted to join them, I would have to give them a 36-inch or larger plasma TV. I did not join them. A few months later, a former FEMA agent who tells me, what would you do if you've seen different color lines flying around your room and expect contrusion, I don't know what that is outside. Maybe confusion outside your house? Oh, it says contrusion outside your house. There was police blocking off the road for construction the next week. Construction they wouldn't let the neighbors see or tell us about. Then it happened. Thick red, blue, and green beams flying all around my room. They shined it in my left eye. According to my eye doctor, my left eye is 5 points less than my right, so I turned away from them. So then my breathing got destroyed. The doctors claimed I got COPD overnight. My cousin seen green and pink beams shining in on his head. He said he felt like his eyeballs were boiling. He now has MS.
What?
When he told the doctors about the beams... hold on, where was I? About the beams, they put him in a psych ward, just like they did to me. Told us both the technology don't exist, that we were schizophrenic. These weapons have been commissioned by the Department of Defense back in 2014. Google search Defense Government 2014 contracts. You will find Stellar Science Limited created direct energy weapons for the United States Air Force. Also, Lockheed Martin created a similar weapon called the Athena laser. Not plasma weapons. Anyway.
Lasers. Microwaves.
These are, according to him, plasma weapons on a larger scale. The best direction I can point anyone in as far as literature on the subject is those contracts and books on MK Ultra and its varying sister projects. The hacker group Anonymous is well aware and use this tech to ruin people's lives simply because they can. But if you want to know more about it, then I can tell you, ask one of them. They might let you in on a little bit of information about it. They told me a little bit. Okay, so I was like, yeah, right. Well, best of luck to you. Peace. And then he went back and he replied, 'Cause he can't get enough. He's got to get his story in there. The best I could do for videos on it is a documentary on gang stalking. Other than that, it's just my real life experiences and knowledge that was shared to me, coupled with books I managed to find on MK Ultra. Okay, so what are those books? Because I've read about MK Ultra and they don't talk about plasma weapons because you do not know what fucking plasma is at all.
Clearly.
Okay, so the public library has every page of MK Ultra documents that were misplaced before President Ford Church Committee raided the CIA headquarters. Okay, so if they're misplaced, how does the library have all the documents? I know they have the documents in the public library. It's not classified anymore. There's a lot of stuff that's not classified. 20,000 pages of government terrorism carried out on U.S. and Canadian citizens. The most important thing to remember is, according to the official story of MK Ultra and its sister projects, the operation was scaled back, but it was not decommissioned. So it's back. It's in black and white. These operations are, to this day, until further notice, being carried out to the public civilians. Knowledge used is power. Drop the knowledge. Whatever that means. Yeah. So that's the stuff that I get on a daily basis, and what people are saying and everything, and I'm like, where's the proof? Where is the evidence? Where you know? I mean, and this guy, plasma. Right away, you know he has no clue what he's talking about.
Maybe if he said microwave or something, we could have started.
Oh yeah, I definitely know they have direct energy weapons that are used with microwaves and stuff like that. But it's not plasma. You would literally have to shoot a stream of fucking plasma out at somebody. That's not gonna. You're gonna see that shit. It's gonna get on you. Be like, ow!
Well, slime or ectoplasm.
You might see colors if you get it in your eyes.
First and foremost, how would you even contain plasma?
Well, you can. They have plasma TVs and stuff. You can contain it and stuff. It depends on what type of plasma it is too, and everything.
Because it could be your blood.
But plasma is not. Plasma is something that's it's actual physical. It's not like a laser. It's not like energy waves and stuff like that. So right off the bat, he doesn't know what. That's what these people, they start using these words and talking about that stuff, and I'm like, do you know what you're talking? Do you understand? Do you know what that word means? Because that word doesn't belong with this word over here and all these other words here. They throw together a good word salad. It sounds like they're wicked smart. They toss up a wicked good word salad.
They must have gone to college in Boston.
They went to Boston College, kid. They went to Boston University. Maybe they went to Harvard. They must have went to Harvard.
Smoking my eye, yeah. But so yeah, they sound wicked smart. Tossing together a fucking word salad with a whole bunch of stuff.
They were talking salad.
That they don't even know what they're talking about. I love it. Every day nowadays, everybody's a quantum physicist. They're quantum physicists or quantum mechanic, and they know all this stuff. They're astrophysicists.
They go to school for shit.
But they've never tried it out themselves.
They never fucking. They don't know none of this stuff. They don't know shit.
Well, no, they got the knowledge because that's the other knowledge because the aliens told them what they know, and they learned it when they were on Mars and stuff, and when they were in the secret.
Because they read a fucking post on Forbidden Knowledge's fucking Instagram or fucking some other fucking thing that said something about fucking quantum physics, and they fucking misunderstand it, and they think it's all this fucking shit that fucking they don't even understand it. I don't even understand it. I get it. I kind of grasp fucking what quantum physics and quantum mechanics is, but it's fucking, again, it's mind-boggling shit. It's numbers and stuff that it's the average human mind, even these people, that's why these people they literally go insane, a lot of these people. That's why they go crazy and they kill themselves. Because they're looking and dealing with numbers and stuff. Well, when you look at them, they're like, this person is out of their mind. Because do you have any idea what it's like looking at a whiteboard with a bunch of numbers and X's and letters and Y's and all kinds of crazy shit all day long, and you're like, thinking about like the distance between here and fucking this fucking galaxy
Michael,
over here,
she was a fucking vampire.
And the weight of this, and that's okay, cool. Yeah, we could do that. That's possible. It's only going to take us 6,000 years to get there.
She wanted your blood, homie.
You know, it's the same reason why a lot of these people, you know, they like to use it as conspiracy theories and stuff. You know, bankers killing themselves and stuff. Well, one, a lot of those bankers knew, they knew what was going on with the banking industry and how they're giving out loans and fucking these people's lives over and stuff. But the other thing is they go crazy from looking at fucking numbers all the fucking time.
And
accountants
they lose,
and shit.
they win, they win, they lose.
Just do it. Just stare at fucking. You just in school. Just think back to when you were in school and just looking at numbers in math class and stuff.
I hated
like that.
math. I got some really good naps in math
Staring at
class.
all those fucking numbers and shit and taking tests and stuff and looking at all that stuff all day long and everything. It drives people in fucking insane.
Motherfucker, you trying to start a fire over there? What the fuck are you doing, kid?
You got some real sticky, icky.
And don't fucking light it. You're gonna light your fucking self on fire. You're gonna smoke your finger.
It's probably not smoking out the end because it's too sticky. We gotta cut the end off or something. Yeah, it's all.
You want to give it your blood? Good luck with that. Next time, I'm sure. Go to a cosplay. Just go online. I'm sure you could probably put on. There's plenty of people who like human plasma. Good luck. Go find them fucking vampire type people. Knock yourself out, homie. I'm sure they exist. You go get out your plasma all you want. Let me know how it works out for you. Do a documentary about it too. Film it. And you can go around the country and tell everybody about your plasma experience with vampires. Excuse
that
me.
one's done.
Yeah.
Let's just roll up some more. But so that's, I mean, y'all hear people talking about. Somebody says, "Yeah, fucking, I got this. I know about this plasma fucking thing." You'd be first off, be like, well, if you don't know what plasma is, look it up. Don't just take their word for it. Look up plasma. Find out for yourself. Be like, okay, plasma. All right. Let me hear the rest of your story. Because right there, once you hear that, from that, you're going to be like, okay.
There's your dad.
Let me see where you may be going with that. I'll fucks with it for a minute.
No, you get 5 minutes.
I'll give you a few more minutes of my time.
You get 5 minutes, and then I'm done.
And then as they go on and you listen to what they're saying, again, he was
Bullshit.
tossing together a word salad. He threw out CIA, government, MK Ultra. You know what I mean? Using decommissioned. Me and my buddy, psych ward. You know what I mean?
Why are the best of them always? Their stories always end with fucking psych ward.
Oh, his cousin. Yeah, me and my cousin. So that corroborates
it. Makes sense because the schizophrenia probably
runs in the family. The COPD overnight makes sense because you're probably chain smoking because you think there's fucking shadow people after you and stuff like that.
Yeah. Got me out here waiting. Ultra. Got me out here
There's a lot of crazy shit out there, and so it's.
He needs to listen.
And that's again, I come back to the psyops. It's fucking psyops because they want people looking and believing in all this fucking bullshit instead of actually digging and finding out the real truth about shit and knowing what's really going on. People are all fighting about fucking aliens and fucking blue chickens and fucking Earth's flat and all plasma fucking guns being shot and causing them to be fucking blind in an eye and have diabetes or whatever and
security, extra security.
And the government's over here like we can do whatever we want. These fucking people are dumb as rocks. Like fuck. What else can we get them to fucking fight about and fucking think they fucking believe in and shit like that? It's all falling into the people. That's why I mean, what happened to fucking 5-10 years ago? Oh, we gotta be careful. Don't trust the government. We'll watch out for the New World Order and stuff like that. They're gonna, the aliens are gonna make a fake alien invasion. Ronald Reagan even said it and everything like that. That's the best way to do it.
Project Bluebeam.
Everybody's like, aliens, come and save us.
Help us, aliens.
The government's like, our plan worked. Release the aliens.
So remember that shit they was talking about in the late 1800s, and then they started talking about it in the 1900s to make it happen? Yo, they really made that shit happen. These motherfuckers really fell for that shit. Wow.
The smoking man, he's in his wheelchair now, and he's fucking, he's putting his cigarette out, and he's like, yeah, it's all my plan. It's all. He's like fucking the guy in the A-Team. He's like, my plan. It's all come together.
I love it when a plan comes together.
The smoking man.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
They were right. The X-Files was right.
X-Files is right, everybody, because that's a documentary too. All these movies are documentaries. Yet the people who make the movies choose to put them out as science fiction.
They still ain't pulled up though. The UFO still ain't pulled up. They ain't landed on the White House lawn. They ain't landed on nobody's lawn. Anybody seen a UFO land on their lawn yet? Aliens get out?
No.
Anybody?
I ain't got no lawn.
You ain't got no lawn? It's pulled up on the Ave, yo.
But if you did, it'd probably be an alien cutting
A whole lot of talk, no evidence.
My favorite thing is when people fucking say they saw channeling aliens, or they saw aliens, and they talk to aliens and stuff. They're still like, they'd say that they were like, yeah, take me to your leader. Really? This is 1945's fucking sci-fi magazine. Take me to your leader.
I am Bebop
Blast,
from the planet
blast you with my
Udibon.
plasma gun.
Don't let me use my ray. You are going to die.
I'm going to blow up the earth with my XP90 money printer.
I could cherry pick all the fucking evidence in the world fucking about all this fucking shit together, and fucking these people would be eating it up.
You know who's behind all this shit? You know what the evil cabal really is? It's like Orson Welles' great-grandson or some shit. That motherfucker's in a room somewhere with a master computer controlling everything. And just on a bigger scale than what he did with radio, because now we got the internet and everything else, he's just doing the same shit.
With that intro web.
They're waiting for the aliens. They're gonna come kill us. We're gonna die. Silence, earthlings. Do as you are told. I guess we smoking a bunch of last blunts. Fuck it.
I was just gonna put the last one up now. These will be the last blunts.
Yes, the last blunts. Ah, folks. You alright over there, Teasel?
Yeah, alright, E.T.?
It's the alien in
No,
him.
aliens are real. I got proof. E.T. is live right here.
That's
he
right.
won't come on. We can't come on camera, but he'll talk.
Calm down.
He'll talk.
Calm down.
So where do you come from, E.T.?
Where are you from, E.T.?
You don't need to know anything.
Rerun.
He won't tell us. He won't tell us where he's from.
Nope.
He can't see. His eyes are deceiving him. It's hard to see in Earth's atmosphere.
Aliens don't land. That's old tech. They just materialize. But they don't even do that. Where they? How come they don't just show up at like an alien con or some shit? Like, wouldn't it be cool at alien con for an alien just to show up and be like, y'all done got it all wrong or whatever? But they never show up. They don't do that shit. Except for May Musk. Cytonic weapons? What the fuck is a cytonic weapon? Is it some shit you drink?
Pepsi, bro.
Pepsi's a cytonic weapon?
That's right.
So it's a tonic weapon?
Pepsi. It's tonic.
But he said cytonic weapons.
He said psychotrop.
So Pepsi's a weapon?
Got you.
So Pepsi's a weapon?
Word.
Yeah.
Like on Star Trek?
Cytonic. Like,
How? Wait.
That was a couple questions ago, sorry.
Yeah, okay, that's right. You're on a 20-second delay.
Alright, PCT.
PCT.
Yo, he's got a long ride home.
Yeah.
Spaceship, you know. Got to
Yeah,
go
go back to
fuel.
his
He's got to
planet.
go fuel up. Takes a lot of rocket fuel to get back
hold
to
on.
his planet.
He's got to go do his graffiti. He likes to do graffiti, so you're going to see some crop circles tomorrow. That'll be courtesy of E.T.
Later, Rocket Man!
And he's going to take some cows to some human beings. Oh, you think it's going to be a long, long time till touchdown brings me around here to find I'm not the man I think I am at home. Oh, no. I'm a Rocket Man. Everybody sing along. Rocket Man, burn another fuse up here alone.
Rocket Man!
You know what actually were in the lyrics of that song? Was at the 2012 party. Buddy Greenberg, you were there. The end of the world party. That's when my friend from... No, Buddy Greenberg was. I threw an end of the world party because the world was supposed to end December 21st, 2012. And it didn't end. We're still here.
No, there's... Yeah, just shake up Pepsi in his plasma. No,
yeah, I died in 2006.
Here's a crazy thing, okay? And
my fucking imagination.
This isn't proof that people are psychic and they predicted the future or anything like
They're
that.
telepathetic.
or or anything like that. There are some crazy military weapons right now. Some laser beam weapons, some fucking particle wave, whatever. Electromagnetic waves, sound wave weapons, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of crazy technology that we use on a daily basis, and it was all created in the minds.
Sound wave was a transformer
of science fiction writers and stuff back in the fucking early years. And somebody, when they were a kid, they were reading that. They're like, wow, that'd be really cool if I could fucking do that.
Like
and they grew up and they went to school and they paid attention, science class and fucking mechanics class and whatever. And they went out and they became a fucking mechanical engineer and a fucking whatever. And they built those things. And they built these lasers. Or some of them, they were evil and they're like, I'm going to take over the world. And they worked for the military and they build these weapons and stuff. But then you have the other people that be like, well, that'd be really cool if you could really talk to somebody on a cell phone. Or you could watch a TV on a plasma TV and stuff like that. All this cool stuff that they read about in fucking comic books and sci-fi books when they were kids. And people are, I love this one, because they're like, oh, this person predicted the future. Look, we have all this stuff now. No, somebody read that shit when they were a kid, and they're like, oh, let me make this happen.
Because the Jetsons still ain't
Because all
happened.
this stuff is real. Anything you can think of is real.
Not the Jetsons.
You just have to, no, the Jetsons can be real. You just have to make it possible. If you don't make it possible, you put the idea out there. Once the idea is out there, anybody can make that idea become possible. People read about flying cars a long time ago. So there's people out there that are building flying cars.
They've built them.
They've built them. You can actually going to be able to buy them, and you can go to airports. It's never going to be a flying car like people think where everybody has a flying car and you get in like the Jetsons. It's not going to happen. It's unfeasible. It's not practical. There'd be too many accidents, too many people dying and stuff like that.
It would actually be a pretty good system if they were kind of like
if they were all self-automated and stuff like that, it could be, but even then, it's still cheaper and stuff to logistically to transport everything through the ground and everything like that. We already have all the systems and stuff set up and stuff, and the dangers and stuff, and the cost of fuel to transport and do everything out there. But
you don't really need the roadways.
Yeah, exactly. But we are. They say that there's been talk about. But there's going to be flying cars. You're going to be able to have your own personal flying vehicle that you can drive on the roads. Then you go to whatever closest airport is. You get in, take off, land at an airport, and you drive. They already have them. It's going to be more popular like that, but it's not going to be like,
you would go for a flight in my car?
It might be like the Jetsons when we eventually fuck up the Earth so bad we have to build everything above all the pollution and shit like that. That's why nobody ever thought about that with the Jetsons.
Wait a minute, can I ask a question though? Wait, will flying cars be? Would you be in the Mile High Club? Would it be the Half Mile Club if you like had sex in your flying car? Like how?
Well, it depends on how high you are.
Quarter Mile Club or some shit. Wait, you could like set records, like the first person to have sex, like the quarter mile in a flying car, then the mile, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Keep second. No, that's the way my mind thinks. No, all right, fuck y'all then, because it'd be automated. No.
So yeah, so all these people, anything you can think of right now, whether you can make it possible or somebody else in the future from now can make it possible, that doesn't mean you predicted the future. That means you put the idea in somebody's head and somebody else made it possible. It's not evidence of people can predict the future and all that stuff and everything and, you know, all these books, it's real. They're real books. They were telling them that this is the plan and what was going to happen and stuff like that.
Nobody else thought about flying car sex with me.
You know, people like the technology it just advances too fast. Well, if it advances so fast and they had all this advanced technology back in the day that built the pyramids and everything like that, how come it didn't advance? We should already be in flying cars. We should already have all this shit and be all everywhere. Even if the aliens were here and they gave the technology, because they say they gave the technology to the people that built this stuff with the alien technology. That's the story. The people built this stuff with alien technology. Well, where's the alien technology? How come the technology stopped at stone?
I don't mind planes. I don't mind planes.
I just want to be in a flying car.
I'd love it.
And have
Here's the other thing with these stories. The aliens came here and we were slaves, we were their slave workers. Would you teach your slaves to read and write? Would you let your slaves read and write? Nah, that's a big no-no for slaves.
Yeah,
that's
a big but some of them snuck away and learned how to read and write, though.
You were a slave that knew how to read and write. That means you knew what was really going on, and you could tell everybody else. So you would be gone real quick.
Unless you just played dumb.
The Sumerians and all these supposed Anunnaki cultures and stuff like that, they all knew how to read and write. They documented everything. There's fucking Sumerian clay tablets of fucking divorce records.
Damn.
Yeah.
There's clay tablets of
Yeah,
fucking
did
people
they state
of
why?
a neighbor who borrowed fucking something from the other neighbor and stuff like that.
My goat
borrowed my good fucking jars. Never brought them back. Asshole owes me. Whatever the fuck it says. But that's how meticulous these people.
Do you think that's the type of accent that the Marians may have had?
I don't know what the accent is. But
you got my
these
rate.
guys were more meticulous than the Germans.
For Slurpee.
That's racist.
So when you come into it and you actually start reading through this, how come they didn't say, oh, how come none of it says, oh, I had to pay this bill to my Anunnaki fucking slave master? Sorry, the Anunnaki slave master flying over my house today.
Because in advance,
asshole fucking crashed into my bushes again.
An advanced alien civilization like that would obviously be environmentally conscious, and they took all their debris and.
I know, yeah.
Just like going across the Antarctic, they took even your poop with them. You said that guy did. We don't think the aliens have had the same. We can't leave alien poop on Earth.
Earth was so great, but the aliens were like, oh, we're gonna take it. We're gonna leave now. They set up shop all over the whole entire world, and they're like, yep, we gotta go.
Yeah, they set up shop all over that continent. And then said, oh, we're just gonna go. And
Maybe they were here on vacation.
It's possible. Could be. Could have been.
They just came on vacation, man. They just did a little drive-by, had vacation.
I'm just waiting to see the evidence.
Still no evidence, though.
Don't make me word salad you.
You gonna toss up your word salad?
There's no tossing.
Just go hit him with a bunch of bullshit. Just give people bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. I told them I channel aliens now.
That's not during the tossing.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I can channel aliens. Hold on. All right. You want to hear the message? Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day. That's the Rasta Aryans.
Smoke weed every day.
They come from Rasta area. It's a planet made of weed and mushrooms and psychedelics. Y'all want to go there?
Oh, dude. I think I just got fucking blasted by a plasma fucking ray. I don't know what happened, dude. I just saw lights and they were flashing around. Fuck, I don't know what's wrong with me now.
Me too, but I made a couple quick turns and lost them.
You lost the rays? They couldn't bend corners? They hadn't learned how to do that yet? The plasma weapons can't follow you. They only shoot in a straight line. So if you see a plasma weapon pointed, you duck. It will just go right over your head. Well, you're fine. Stick. Aim low, Willis. Sorry. MK Ultra. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. That was a good set of comments, though. And to think, I want to call out their name, but clearly they've done psilocybin, so maybe they're that 1% that shouldn't be doing psilocybin.
Well, here's the thing. Even that 1% can do psilocybin under the right setting and conditions, the right people, and are able to help and help them through the whole entire process. Which means not just that one point at that point in time, because as you know, taking this stuff, so that person needs to have access to somebody or be with somebody for maybe several weeks after the fact. And that's what it comes to when you're using psilocybin as medications and stuff. If we want to get into that stuff, is yeah, it has to be taken in the proper way and stuff, and it can be used, and people like that can't actually see the stuff. But when it's taken in the wrong ways and just somebody is just taking mushrooms and watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna go down some rabbit fucking holes and you're not gonna be able to come out. And yeah, you may start talking to some people and they're gonna say, okay, come with us for a little while. You know, so
Alice in Wonderland.
So yeah, no, not people shouldn't just be openly. Not everybody should be taking it. They need, like I've said, there should be places where people go and take it, and there's got to be a process, questionnaires and stuff, a whole process before you take it. Like when you go and you do ayahuasca and stuff like that, and Peru and stuff. You know it's a good place because it's not just a one-day thing. It's a whole ceremony, a whole process. They actually will tell you what to start doing before you even go there if you're not going to be there for a few weeks before for that part, you know, because that's really expensive and stuff like that. But they'll tell you what to start eating before and what to do before and how to start practicing and cleansing yourself. And when you get there, they start feeding you certain foods and everything to purge stuff out of your body and do things. And
Yeah,
there's
like
a
no
whole
marijuana.
ceremony.
There's a whole lot of shit.
There's
I
a
talked to a lot of people.
whole
Yeah.
ceremony, a whole process, everything. It's a whole thing leading up until they finally will give you the ayahuasca. And if they don't think that you can have it ready for the ayahuasca and ready for the medicine and stuff like that, they will not give it to you. They'll give you your money back for that part of the thing. They'll actually, I think most of the places will give you, they'll say, except for your plane ticket down and stuff, but they'll say, nope, yeah, you cannot take this. You're not ready. You didn't do something right. Something's not right. They won't let you do it. So that you need to have this stuff and this medicine given to people in a facility and a place like that in the right setting with the proper people, the proper knowledge and stuff, so that the people that can't handle it and do have experiences are with people that can help them through those experiences. You know, and then there's some people that, yeah, they might, you know, after it's said and done, there still might be a little off the wall and stuff, and psychedelics may not be the thing that is going to help them, and they're off to find something else that may help them do whatever. They may be too far, whatever, even with, you know, so. But you got to watch out for the Clockwork Elves, the DMT. Alex Jones, I know all about them Clockwork Elves.
The DMT.
It's all evil mind control.
The DMT.
I'm telling you, Joe.
You understand, Joe? I was doing DMT every night for months.
Well, but Alex, see, my experience that I've done with them, but I don't. No, your experiences don't matter, Joe. My experience is Joe with the DMT. 12 years old.
I was doing DMT every night.
Every night.
Every night.
Dreaming the same dream, and then it came true.
I've done it all, Joe. That's what you don't understand. I've been everywhere. I've done it all, Joe. There's nothing I haven't done, especially on the DMT, Joe. Yeah, no.
No, it's Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. I was only 12.
Alex Jones has never actually vaped DMT or done DMT in any form or any way.
But he knows everything about the DMT.
But when he was younger, like 12 years old, he knows all about the DMT from when he was 12 because he had a series of these crazy psychedelic dreams and stuff for like months at a time, and then whatever he was dreaming about came true, supposedly. So that's how he knows all about the DMT.
He needs to get with
David
T.
All about
Berry.
the psychedelics.
Alex Jones and David T. Berry take over the world.
Well, when you go to sleep at night,
I know, we do produce DMT and stuff, but what he's talking about, he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's the whole thing is, you know what I mean?
Like in a child, they produce mass amounts of DMT.
Yeah, that's why that's why they have and they're not really having a nightmare. We've talked about this on the show. Like, kids are dreaming and they don't understand the dreams and stuff. They might have been having a good dream. What happens is why they're scared when they wake up a lot of times usually is because they don't know where they are yet and stuff. So they're freaked out.
Well, okay, aside from being scared, you have sleepwalkers.
Yeah, they get up. There's all kinds of stuff that affect kids and stuff. You have the kids that, you know, there is some kids that are actually legit scared. The ones that wake up screaming and stuff for whatever reason it is, and for whatever it is, it's actually scary. But most of the time when kids wake up and they're crying and they're scared and stuff, they weren't dreaming about stuff that was bad most of the time. It's just because they wake up, they're fucked up from the DMT. Because when you come down from DMT and you're not really fucked up, but you're still out of it and stuff, you're like, whoa. So they're waking up and they're still waking up. Even when you wake up sometimes, you're like, hold on, where the fuck am I and stuff. So to a kid, that's scary to kids and stuff. Because I've read into a lot about dreams and stuff like that. I know a bunch of stuff.
I know all about them dreams.
And about dreams and kids and stuff like that. And so, yeah, the DMT and the kids do have way more vivid dreams. We don't, as you become an adult and stuff, most adults don't dream like they dreamed when they were kids and stuff, especially the average person who smokes weed doesn't dream like they do when they don't smoke weed and stuff like that. But me, I dream just as vivid as I do when I don't smoke weed and as when I do smoke weed. Some people, though, it does affect them and stuff. But on average, most people, too, as they get older, they lose those vivid dreams and stuff like that you have when you're a kid and everything like that. They don't know the exact reason why that happens and stuff, whatever it is. Maybe the brain, for whatever it is, it produces. But I also think, this is just kind of my theory and stuff, a few other people have speculated on it, but because there's not a lot of able to go into research and stuff on these things, you know, money-wise and everything, is DMT isn't actually produced in the brain. It's produced through the lungs because people who meditate, like monks and stuff, and practice Kundalini like type yoga meditations and stuff like that, they can have very real psychedelic experiences, just like people see the same stuff. So they'll see Clockwork Elves, you know, whatever, same stuff that people DMT, psilocybin, whatever the type of psychedelics see through breathing. Okay, now when you go to sleep, you breathe differently than when you're awake. Okay? And also, kids breathe differently until as they grow up, you slowly lose the pattern of breathing, of your natural breathing habits and stuff.
It could be a trigger, though.
So they know, because they say it's the way that monks breathe, the way the Kundalini breathing is. It's the breathing. They're saying by the way, the type of the breathing, that's getting it active. It's producing it, and it pumps it through your blood. It goes into you because your blood, it comes in through that way, and it's produced there, and it gets into your bloodstream, and then it goes into your brain, into the pineal gland, and it's activated when it goes into there. That's why when you vape it, it goes in through your lungs and stuff, boom, into the pineal gland, and it's activated. Same thing when you eat it. They have to make it, because DMT, you can't just eat it. When like ayahuasca is making it orally active, when you vape it, it's a 10-minute trip. When it's orally active, it's a 8 to fucking 24-hour fucking event. Depending on how much you do it, but because they have to put an MAO inhibitor in it, and other plants and stuff they use when they make an ayahuasca, or what we would call, pharmaceutical people would call MAO inhibitors. They put the same, they do it, so that you can take it orally, because otherwise if you just take DMT and you eat it, nothing will happen unless you have an MAO inhibitor to do it, to make it orally active and stuff like that. And absorbed into your bloodstream, into that, and then so it's pumped up into your brain in that way. So that's why there's a lot of people, and that's not just me and some people on whatever and stuff. These are people that actually do study psychedelics and stuff, but they don't have the funding to fully get into it and see this stuff. But they're actually, they have some minor funding and whatever. The psychedelic, there's a few psychedelic institutes and stuff like that, so they're onto a whole bunch of stuff. But now that it's coming out, people want to legalize, mushrooms and stuff, and it's becoming more popular and stuff. It'll be like weed, and they'll be able to research it and find out more. But there's a lot of evidence leaning towards it, because like I said, when you go to sleep and you're dreaming, your breathing is completely different than when you're awake. Same thing, like I said, when kids are born, when you watch a baby, if you're around babies, even my son and stuff, he doesn't breathe like we breathe and stuff. He's starting to get into those they're not right, because we don't breathe correctly. We forget how to breathe. We breathe, but we're not breathing correctly. There's an actual certain way that you're supposed to breathe, so your body is fully getting all the oxygen and everything it needs to produce everything it needs. Like monks and stuff, that's why they do what they do and all that stuff. It's really hard to do. We just get lazy, and our brain's just like, okay, we need to breathe, so it just kind of sucks in oxygen, pumps out the stuff, because it needs to do it. It's like we have to do it. So this is the way you find your body finds the most efficient way for you to do it, doing things. But as being a professional, I'm not professional, but as a sports player and stuff, they teach you about breathing and stuff to help you with things and stuff like that. A lot of these stuff, and people get into breathing and stuff like that to help you to be able to run longer or do things and last longer and stuff like. So you get absorbing the most oxygen, because we don't, with the way we just naturally breathe or whatever, is not the way you're supposed to actually breathe.
Don't breathe.
That's why these little monk kids and stuff, they're taught from they never forget. They can fucking sit there and breathe and like crazy. Like this other guy who became a monk in his 40s and shit. I was like, this little fucking bastard just gets it like that. And they teach him and to keep breathing like that, and they don't ever forget. And those are the ones that grow up to be like Dalai Lamas and shit.
Still smoking this last blunt with you folks.
No, we can still have the last blunt over here. This is
damn.
Not even this is the last blunt, last blunt. It's the last blunt and then the last blunt. But
yeah,
I'm gonna light that one in a second. This one's almost done.
It's almost done.
So some of the woo-woo stuff is real, like I'm saying, like the breathing stuff, the
peace and love, the consciousness.
Meditating and everything. That stuff is real. You can really meditate and have a psychedelic experience. Meditating is good to keep your mind balanced and stuff, and keep everything yourself focused. That's good. You're not gonna meditate and channel some fucking beings from another fucking world or whatever, and they're gonna give you some fucking messages and shit like that. Yeah, I know. Tesla did that. Tesla's a whole. We're gonna have to do a whole other episode on Tesla. Tesla, I'm not knocking Tesla and like that aspect. I'm knocking the fact that people just use Tesla for everything, and 90% of it is not true at all. People just fucking stick Tesla's name to fucking everything. He was a genius man. He did do a lot of brilliant stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that people just ignore completely about Tesla. And it's really sad, because he was really a brilliant man. But again, with a lot of genius people and stuff like that, there's always a flaw with them. And unfortunately, Tesla did have some flaws to him. He was not the perfect fucking godlike person that everybody makes him out to be and everything like that. Yes, he did do a lot of great things, but he didn't do everything that people say he does and did and all this stuff and say about him and say that he said, and it's not all true. It's all very well documented. A lot of what happened, but oh wait, the government, that's all fake stuff. The government, yeah, I know the fuck. News. Yep, fake news. The government. Fake news. Yep,
Don't fall
the U.S.
for
Post Office went in there and they fixed it all up, made it look like all that stuff. You know, made Tesla look like it wasn't all true. But yeah, we'll have to do a whole nother show about Tesla and stuff and what really Tesla was going on and stuff. Yeah, a lot of it is true, but a lot of it is misunderstood. People don't understand what Tesla was doing in his mind and what was really happening, and they just take and they see words, so they throw it in their word salad.
There's that word salad
They start seeing some big flashy words. They get
there's a whole lot of people hungry for word salad.
They got this here. They're like, oh shit, this fits with what I'm talking about over here. Let me They start cherry picking ingredients for that
Dr.
salad.
Seuss type shit, yo.
Then they start tossing it all up.
Yummy. Who's eating that word salad today?
Like toss word salads.
Hi, today we're offering tossed word salad with a side of bullshit and a side of fantasy, and dessert is sci-fi. Oh, wait a minute. To wash it all down is a whole bunch of religious cult-like shit. Enjoy it. It's what they call the happy meal of bullshit. You get a toy too.
Hey, like I said at the beginning of the show, it's
you get a prize.
It's $25.75. I'll beat you halfway.
That's what she said.
It's $25.75. You know, 25% of it's some truth. It's the truth, and then the other 75% it's bullshit. You know, like most of these people do. I'll talk, eat good, take care of yourself. You know what I mean? You know, we have the ability to heal ourselves. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of truth to all that stuff. You know what I mean? The body is an amazing fucking thing. Look at all the stuff that Jiggy has gone through here. Look at everything that I've gone through. I mean, even Buddy Greenberg has gone through. Everybody, Animal.
What?
I'm sure everybody watching has gone through some type of shit, and your body heals. Look, I got a fucking burn like a week ago. It's almost healed. Oh my God, I'm fucking Wolverine.
Uh-oh. I'm the best there is at what I do, and what I do ain't pretty.
You know?
Bub.
So that stuff, but that stuff's only possible if you're eating right.
And you mean you're James
It's
Howlett.
More possible, it's better and everything if you're doing that, and you'll be able to heal from
Your
better
name
things.
would be James Howlett, actually.
No, what?
Just saying. I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You have adamantium too. You need the adamantium for your.
Because if you don't have, I'm Wolverine before we got the adamantium. I still got the bones.
No, his healing factor didn't work until he got the adamantium. You know? Yeah. The adamantium actually enhanced his mutant power, which was his healing factor.
Well, whatever, dude. I'm just saying.
Okay, well,
we all have the ability to heal ourselves.
Yeah, but I don't think Wolverine would be the proper person. I just, being the nerd that I am about comic books, I'm just a stickler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
here we go, lighting the last blunt.
The last blunt is being lit. Safe travels. Thank you, sir. Sorry, folks. Just give us a second. Some folks are leaving. Saying goodnights and goodbyes. Goodbyes and goodnights.
Hell yeah. All right. Peace of love. Peace of love.
Thank you.
Later, kid.
Careful, all the aliens and Bigfoots and stuff.
Yeah, watch out. Yeah, don't get abducted. Careful, low ceiling.
Careful, there's one right. If you go that way, you can.
Thank you, sir. Watch out, don't get abducted. If you do, take pictures and video, okay?
Strong enough to abduct me.
If you time travel too, just take some pictures.
I don't like people regulating my time travel.
We can't hear you. There's a mic next to you for a reason. You don't like people regulating your time travel?
Yeah.
You want me to control it?
No, I control my time travel just fine. But it's like,
well, in 2020 something, you'll be able to do it whenever you want to. I don't know, where will they have like a... And where will you go in 2020 something to go to these time travel things? Is it going to be like a time travel like...
It's like a phone booth. Who the fuck knows, dude? I don't know, dude.
Like it's like a time travel broker or some shit.
Yeah, it's like a travel agent,
Like
time travel agent. You just go, yeah, I want to go back to this year and do this. And they're like, all right, just make sure you don't step on any ants, and you don't do this. Don't talk to these people or anything. Just sit and observe. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll send the time cops off of you. It's like Total Recall. They're like, now sit in this chair.
Now, before you sign this waiver, you got to understand what's going to happen. This is what you cannot do, okay? And if you step outside of these perimeters, we will come after you. It all sounds really good.
It's really just a big, huge fucking sex fucking ring scam. They just punch you full of drugs and somebody comes in and fucks you. You think you're time traveling.
Meanwhile, you got a virtual.
I got proof of it. I got proof of it. You know, that's where Alex Jones would go with this whole thing right now.
They'll probably just put virtual reality fucking headphones on people that's really, really high tech and shit. Yeah, there you go. Time travel. And he'd be like, yeah, see, you just did it.
Well, they're already doing that now. They're already going like, oh, look, you can go back and be a cowboy.
I haven't put a virtual reality, nothing on. I haven't.
Blah, blah, blah,
have you
blah.
tried that virtual reality shit? I haven't tried any of it. None of it. None of it. None of it.
No virtual reality, no 3D.
I'm good.
3D. I got 3D TV and stuff like that, but it's not that. It's not real. It's not real 3D. It's so we can't see 3D. You can't, you know what I mean? It's not, you're seeing a two-dimensional image coming off of the screen, so it looks three-dimensional, but it's still a two-dimensional image. It's not a three-dimensional image. Yeah, you see? People don't understand that stuff. We're in the third dimension, but we can only see 2 dimensions.
Okay.
So it's not 3D.
So you gotta put those glasses on and shit, and then things start, you know.
Yeah, because it's all they're doing is making it look like the same a two-dimensional image is just not on the screen that you're watching.
Right.
Which isn't actual 3D. Which isn't actual 3D. It's not third dimension. It's not 3D. It should be called like action video or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not actual 3D. You know, you're not actually seeing in 3 dimensions.
Oh.
Because you can't see in 3 dimensions. If you're a 4th dimensional being,
unless you're on psychedelics.
Oh, that's what it. The Blue Avians, they're 6th dimensional
right?
beings of 5th dimensional density or something of the 5th density.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, because there's density and because density and dimensions and that all goes together. Right. More word salad. Fucking people love tossing up some salads.
That's my new thing,
You gonna start tossing salads?
Word salad.
Cherry's the fucking main ingredient. They cherry pick the fuck out of everything for this salad. They just throw they just cherry pick out fucking anything. Throw it up in this salad.
Here, eat this and enjoy it. Don't choke. Be careful. Have someone in the room ready to do the Heimlich maneuver because you might choke on some bullshit. It's a bullshit world salad. Eat this bullshit world salad. How does that taste? Oh, folks. Very interesting. It's funny as it's all from investigating. This is what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to investigate. And the more they investigate, the more you just find that a lot of the stuff is just bullshit. And people want to eat word salad. They want to listen to bullshit. I guess we just don't want to sell you bullshit. I don't want to be sold bullshit. We'd rather be legitimate investigators and investigate. It doesn't mean just going out and pointing cameras and equipment and stuff. It actually means investigating, trying to figure out what
fucking reading.
Some of this shit is.
Yeah, it's watching YouTube videos and stuff like that, and watching videos too, but it's not just doing that. I actually read fucking books. I actually read all these books that people fucking quote all these things from and say all this stuff is evidence and stuff, and it's not evidence of none of that shit.
It's the evidence of some bullshit.
The average person isn't gonna read these books because it ain't easy to read when it's all fucking old Englishy fucking blah 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 blah. And I'm like, and you're like, oh fuck, how much? Oh man, look, but you know, I mean, you read enough of it and you can get through it and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. When you first pick it up and you start doing it, I can, you know, it's not as a big a deal, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll read this shit. It's not the same speed and the same, you know, type of stories that we're used to nowadays. You know, it's not just Sitchin, your Von Danikins and David Ikes,
Stephen Greer's, and Corey Goods, and David Wilcox's, and Emmerich Smiths, and Secret Space Forces, and Regressions, and fucking
There's
shit.
too many people even to even get in and to put on the list and stuff. I know we pick on certain ones and stuff, but it's just, they're all just cashing in on it. I don't know who the first ones and which ones are actually part of the fucking government fucking psyop or the fucking evil fucking cabal, fucking whatever it is you want to talk about, but it's part of something. There's definitely a fucking agenda here, and they're pushing a fucking narrative, and you can fucking tell. You can tell, and you know how they can tell, because they're fucking putting it all over the mainstream TV.
Well, don't trust TV.
You got TVs, you're making movies and more movies and more movies and then more movies and more movies, you know what I mean? It's just the fucking alien movies, the alien this, the alien that. I'm even with Eddie Bravo. If anybody listens to Joe Rogan and Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo, he said the alien agenda's big right now. He said that's the #1 thing people watching on YouTube, alien. I know it is. I'm with you on that one. The rest of you talking Eddie Bravo, I'm not with you on that. But that alien agenda shit, there is an alien agenda. They are pushing that shit hard right now.
Go do the research. Look when they started that shit. It ain't nothing new.
Look where all these stories come from, okay? Look where it all goes back and starts. Yeah, the modern day, the only Emerald Tablet of Thoth that's more than one actual tablet and more all this other whole story and stuff to it. Okay, that everybody says the Emerald Tablets of Thoth by Maurice Dorrell, aka Claude Dogan. Okay, that's his real name. Go and look him up. Go and look at the actual facts of this person and these people who actually write these books and what their actual history is about it. Okay, Eric Von Daniken gone to jail for fraud, all types of fraud, including fraud for his book. He's been sued for plagiarism, for plagiarizing other people's science fiction books. People that were like, yeah, no, that's not real. Word for word. He actually had to put people's names and give them credit in two or three of his books because he literally stole their shit. I mean, these people, if you actually research them and research the books and research what they're saying, look at what they're saying as evidence, research that, research everything from it, research all sides. I want to believe this shit is real. We pushed it, and as it was highly plausible, most of this stuff was checked up here. Now all this stuff way down here on the plausible list.
Yep.
Not it's only implausible, not even in the possible list. It's in the plausible. It's just move them all over, because the more and more that I've researched and we research and you keep going and going, it's just move it over, because some of them you just knock it off. Ancient aliens, that just knocks off a whole bunch of other conspiracy theories. Just takes them all right out, puts it right over here, because they all originate with that one. So once you start knocking off ones like that, it's just. And I want it to be real. That would be fucking great. Ancient aliens came here and do that shit. Wow, well, fucking really, that'd be interesting. But you know what's even greater? That we did all that shit. Us, human fucking beings, we did it. And it's all possible with technology that we have now, technology that they had then. We just don't use that fucking shit that they do. We have all this that we have now. They had shit. Yeah, it was high technology to them. It was new shit. It was crazy ways of cutting stone at the time and stuff. It took a lot longer. The whole story that we're told isn't the whole story. They've been here. We've been here longer. We were traveling around. We knew each other and stuff. That's why there's similar buildings and stuff. It wasn't because aliens were flying here, there, and everywhere in their rocket ships like Rocket Man.
Burn another fuse up here alone. Sorry. Sounds good. Prove it.
Sounds good. It's a nice story, but why wouldn't we give ourselves credit that we had the knowledge, we had the capabilities of doing this stuff?
Oh, because it's easy to replace us with computers and AI and everything else.
We know that Egyptians, it's been a long time. So long, the stories, all the stories, everybody using it, oh, they didn't have boats, and then they find this big, huge boat fucking buried next to the pyramid. Huge fucking boat, capable of crossing the sea.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh! People could have walked. Walked. We know there was land bridges and stuff. You get to Alaska and Russia, all kinds of ways. People could have known 1,000 years. They had nothing. They didn't have TVs to keep them in their houses from going out and walking the fuck around. Well, today I just feel like walking, like Forrest fucking Gump. One day I just felt like running.
So I ran,
And he just ran
and ran,
and ran. Then
Sometimes I ran till my feet
ran to
hurt.
some. Oh, all of a sudden he's all the way across the country, and then, oh, hey, there's some other people over here. Hey, how's it going? Cool. Yeah. Wow, you guys do that stuff? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We used to do that, but here, check this out. We do this over here. Whoa! Holy shit! But then again, there's only a couple of type of stone buildings that actually work and stuff like that. When you think about it, that are plausible when you're just stacking bricks on top of them. A pyramid would be one of them. It's pretty much the only one. They look really cool when you stack a whole bunch of blocks together up. You can't just keep stacking them. You can't make a whole bunch of rooms in there and stuff. Pyramids. They knew this stuff. It's all stuff. It's all math. It's all science. It's all engineering and stuff. They had the ways, the capabilities of doing this stuff, and they did it. Again, like I was talking a little while ago about how everybody's like, oh, the pyramids, it's so perfect and all this stuff. Only aliens can do it. No. When you get really right down to it, they're not perfect. They are not 100% perfect. It's not 100% aligned with true north, and it's not because it's been so many thousands of years and it's off or whatever and stuff. It's because it was built that way. Not all four sides are fucking perfectly equal. They're off by here and here and here, a little bit here, a little bit there,
And
a little bit
everywhere,
here.
so beware.
You know what I mean? All the measurements aren't completely perfect, but when you make the measurements perfect, it becomes the size of the measurements of the Earth. It becomes, the distance between here and the moon, the distance between the here and the sun, all the other measurements and stuff. If you move those numbers up to make everything squared off and make everything perfect. But they're not. But they still knew, they still had the capabilities, and they came close. And you can tell it wasn't aliens because they made human errors. This stuff all has human errors. It's all, you can tell, human work. Because we are not perfect. Aliens capable of traveling across the fucking galaxy with fucking their families and fucking workers and space labs and all this other stuff are gonna do this shit perfect. And if we were slaves building it for them, they would have made sure we did it perfect too.
You better get that shit right. Don't fuck up. You know what happens when you fuck up.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry, dude. Hold on, guys. Stop. We're off a little bit. Go back. Fix it for them. You know how that shit goes. I'm sorry, Massa.
I think it's over, folks. I think that's it.
This one's all sticky and not really smoking.
The last one's pretty much smoked.
That's it, people.
We talked a lot.
Do your research. Like we hear it all the time. Really do your research. Y'all want to know how to research? Come talk to me. I'll teach y'all how to research. I'll tell you how to research. It's a lot of reading, a lot of digging, a lot of checking sources, checking facts. Does this check out? Does this check out with this? Check it.
Or is it just
A lot of
bullshit?
checking. Most people just
Bullshit.
they just read one thing and they're like, oh, that's my proof.
Bullshit.
One thing. Oh, I read an article online.
And this article said what it said.
And it said this, and I'm going to throw it in my word salad. I don't understand most of it. I didn't care to go and learn anything about it. I didn't check any sources. I'm just going to toss it over here in my word salad.
Alright. That's it. It's over. It's been fun. Come back next week. Tell a friend, be a friend.
Oh, that gives me an idea for a bunch of memes right now. Y'all follow me on Instagram. You guys will see some good shit coming
Follow
up
us on
in a couple
social
hours
media.
tomorrow.
Have fun. We out.
Got some word
Peace and
salad
love.
memes coming.